Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Brandon.
this is Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just getting ready to head to work.
Do you have any idea who this is?
No, not one bit.
All right,
Okay.
cool. Well, it's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. Why are you guys calling me?
Well, because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're blowing her off.
Someone emailed you that I went on a date with.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah. You recently hung out with a girl that you know very well. Her name is Jenna.
Oh, God.
What? I mean, she knows that date is a pretty loose term here.
I was going to say we were not out on a date.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. She told us.
When you said you call for people who have gone out, I haven't been out on a date for months. I've been doing this show.
Yeah. She told us that's where she met you. You guys are performing in the same play.
Yeah.
And she said that after you guys had finished everything and you were having the party for your closing night, she said that you guys made out at that party and then went and had some fondue and spilled cheese all over each other and then went back to your place. And I don't know. I don't want to even think about what was done there, but did some stuff there
It
together
wasn't
as
for the
well.
lactose intolerant.
Is that all true?
Yeah, no, I mean it happened.
Nice.
Wait, you sound kind of hesitant about it. Like, didn't you enjoy yourself?
I mean, we had a decent time and we had kind of had this real flirty thing going on during the course of the performance or whatever, but it was fun.
Okay.
All right.
This is
So
all
not-
positive.
Not good, not great, but fun.
Yeah, I mean, great is a whole nother level if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But,
So was it just? I mean, maybe it was just a one night stand for you, and that's it.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't completely shut off from it at first. It didn't have to be a one night stand. I wasn't like, oh, this is a one night stand, definitely.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
it wasn't a one-night stand, definitely. Why is it a one-night stand now? What's so funny?
You have to tell us.
Yeah, we were pretty.
It's so funny.
What happened? You have to tell me what happened.
I mean, so at one point we went back to my place, and it kind of took a really strange turn. I'll be honest with you.
Wait, who made the turn to strange? You or her?
Well, I mean, if it was me that made the turn to strange, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. That's true. You
Good
probably would have just
point.
hung up on us and been like, not interested.
Yeah. So no, I mean, it was totally. She made things so weird once we actually kind of started fooling around and hooking up, and I was just like, I felt so uncomfortable. It was so strange.
Really?
What'd she
Why?
do?
She
Oh
I really
my
don't.
God.
It's so weird. I really don't think I should. I don't think I should
No,
tell you.
I
guys.
think now you've gone too far, dude.
No,
You
It can't be that weird.
Do you
Look,
think?
she wanted to do the second date out date, right? We talked to everybody. We're like, you have to be willing to hear whatever this person says. So
Yeah.
whatever is so hysterical to you, she's willing to hear it.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Fine.
Maybe she doesn't think it's weird. Maybe just you do.
I think you guys probably will too.
Really?
So we're hooking up and making out, and she kept insisting on calling me by my character's name from the play that we were in.
What?
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Like
That's
role-playing?
weird. Yeah, so she wanted to hook up with the character and not you.
Honestly, I didn't think about it that way, but that makes it a hell of a lot weirder.
Okay, wait.
Why does
is
it make
that
it
so
weirder?
Weird, though.
The character that I played was Tiny Tim
What?
from
Shut
Christmas
up.
Carol.
Tiny Tim
Wait.
from A Christmas Carol.
Stop
From the
it.
Christmas, yeah.
All right, that is
Tiny
weird.
Tim.
That's
And
weird.
She kept insisting on calling me Tiny Tim the whole time.
Can you?
Tiny Tim this, Tiny Tim kiss that.
Wow.
What did you say to her?
No.
I mean, I didn't say much, obviously. I kept going.
Oh my god.
At least it could have been like Scrooge or something. I don't know, but not Tiny. I mean, nothing is good from that play. I don't think. But
No. And at a certain point, she dropped the Tim entirely, and she just started calling me Tiny.
Okay, that's
Come on,
inside
Tiny.
joke.
Okay, to her defense, is there any way she could have just been so still wrapped up in the play that it's just the name that she used?
I honestly, I think that's a question you're going to have to ask her. I have no clue.
Okay. Oh my God.
Why don't we do that then, Brandon?
You mean Tiny Tim?
Jenna, do you remember?
Whoa, what?
Oh, Brandon, Jenna is on the other line listening. And so
Are you kidding me?
no, I'm not.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's way
Jenna?
more embarrassing for her.
Jenna, are you still on the phone?
Oh, Jenna.
I am
Hi.
How many shades of red are you right now, Jenna?
about 1 million.
You
Like a whole rainbow of red. I do not remember saying that, Brandon. I thought I remembered everything that happened that night, but apparently I was wrong.
How do you not remember that? You must have said it like 30 times in 45 minutes or so. Like, you don't remember this? That you wanted me to call you Mrs. Cratchit the whole time?
Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit.
It was weird.
That is.
Like I have no idea what drunk me wanted to do. I thought it was funny. Maybe drunk me thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. That was
But
not
you
funny
didn't
at all.
say anything about it. You didn't stop.
No, I didn't stop, but like I laughed into the pillow a couple times.
Oh my God. But you could have I don't know, said, hey, you owe me a coffee, and then us have a conversation about it instead of just ghosting me. Like I thought, whatever, if you don't want to do that thing again, that's fine. But I thought
If you don't want to role play Tiny Tim and Miss Cratchit in the bedroom.
She has a very good point, Brandon.
I'm sorry. I'm a pretty honest person, and it just is what it is. Like, we had a connection, and now we don't have a connection, I'll be honest. Like, I don't feel that great about it.
Ouch.
well, then you're obviously kind of a dead inside jerk. I mean, how can you just have a connection and then be like, nope, never happened. Like you either have a real connection or you don't, or you're dead inside, which you're obviously dead inside. So,
Whoa.
Brandon, I would love to ask if you will go on a second date with Jenna.
Wow.
We will pay for it.
Oh, God, I don't think I could sit at a table and look her in the eyes at this point.
Wow.
So that's a no.
Honestly, it was too weird for me. Like we were these characters in this play, and then we go back to my place, and all of a sudden it's Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit hanging out in bed naked. It's too weird.
It's really weird.
But an interesting continuation to the whole thing.
No, it's
All right, well, Jenna, I'm sorry you didn't get your second date.
yeah, I'm not sorry. And, obviously this jerk doesn't understand, what happens when you get wasted and have some fun.
Yeah, sometimes you get wasted and you hook up with Tiny Tim.
It's so gross, man.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Can I speak to Paul, please?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm assuming you probably don't know what Brooke and Jubal in the morning is because you're a bartender and you work late at night and we work early mornings.
Yeah. What are you?
Well, my name is Jubal and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's me, and then Brooke is also here,
Hey, Paul.
and Jose is here as well.
Hey, what up?
Okay.
Yes.
So, why are you calling me?
Well, because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Who would that be?
Well, it's a girl that you met while you were working at the bar. I guess you're a bartender?
Yeah, that narrows it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I meet a lot of women on the bar.
We heard
Yeah,
you were
I figured.
a dreamy bartender.
Well, I won't deny that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured you'd meet a lot of women, but this one I think you would remember because you kicked down a door for her.
Okay. That was Natalie.
Yes, it was.
All right.
It was Natalie, and she emailed us and told us about your crazy night. She also said that you haven't texted her or called her back since then, and she's wondering why.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had.
Okay, wait, I have to know. How long did you stay that night?
Hold on, how much do you guys know?
Well, we know that she was pretty hammered, and then you guys went back to her place, and she didn't have her keys, so she had you kick the door in, and then you made out on the couch before she fell asleep. That's all she told us.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, it was going great. The date was fine, and she was pretty drunk, but, I mean, we made out, and that was it, and she passed out on the couch, so I put a blanket over her, and I left the apartment, and then in the morning, which was like 2-3 hours later, I checked back in on her with some coffee and a bagel because I knew she'd be pretty hungover.
That's really nice of you.
Well, thank you. I guess I am a dreamboat.
Yeah. I'm like, maybe that may be the most shocking part of this whole thing to me.
Yeah.
So what'd you find?
I'm outside the place with the coffee, and there's a ton of cops, and I'm asking this girl next to me, like, what happened? And she says that apparently someone broke into one of the apartments the night before.
And you're like, oh, I think I know who that was.
Yeah, that was me. So as soon as I heard what happened, I'm knowing, like, okay, they're all looking for me, so I probably shouldn't speak up or say anything about this.
Yeah.
So I just hung out and drank that coffee outside. And,
Just to see what would happen next?
yeah, well, actually, I was chatting with the girl who told me the story, and she was actually pretty good looking, and we hit it off pretty nicely, and I haven't said anything about that night to anyone until right now.
Wait,
Oh.
you were hitting on the girl?
Well, she was kind of hitting on me a little more, but yeah, we chatted outside for a bit, and we're still hanging out. We're still seeing each other.
And she doesn't know the story?
That's awesome. Yeah, does she have any idea? And so you've never told her that you were the one that kicked in that door?
No, I was just a passerby on the street.
Just checking it out.
Just
Yeah.
coffee and bagel in hand.
And now you're dating someone that lives in the same building as Natalie.
Yeah, pretty crazy, right?
Oh my God, it got crazier.
Yeah. Man, Natalie, I don't think is going to take this well.
Well, I wasn't planning on telling her.
Yeah, but unfortunately you kind of did because Natalie's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Come on.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Holy she's really there? Oh my God, I thought you were kidding.
No.
Nope. Sorry. I know you wish I was.
Well, we're talking to some other girl. Who is it? Because I know just about everybody in my complex. Who is it? And they are not cute. Who is
All
it,
right,
Paul?
I'm not getting them in trouble too. Look, you don't need to freak out. We're not even dating. You're not
I'm
my
not
girlfriend.
freaking out. I just wonder you can't even call me back. What's the big deal? Send me a text.
You were so drunk I didn't even know you'd remember me.
Okay, I was tipsy and we had so much fun.
Hold on. No, you fell asleep while we were making out.
Yeah, because I felt really comfortable with you.
Oh,
That's what it was.
Oh my God. That was the best line you maybe have said this whole time, Natalie.
You felt so comfortable that you fell asleep mid-kiss.
What's the big deal? It was my birthday. We spent my birthday together. That was special.
Oh.
It was so crazy. I literally was put in handcuffs. You would have died.
Well, actually, I did see you in those handcuffs when they were walking you out of the building. But I don't know. I was having a pretty good conversation.
Oh, that's cold. What does she have that I don't have? Really, put us head to head. What does she have that I don't? Exactly. Can't even think of it.
She hasn't fallen asleep while making out yet.
Oh my God, you were just as tipsy. We did shots together.
I will say, Paul, I mean, you must have liked her if you were going to bring her a bagel and coffee for recovery time.
We had fun. I'll admit that, yeah.
Are you exclusive with this new girl, or is it just still in the casual dating phase?
We're figuring it out.
Well, let's figure it out, too.
I like her.
I mean, isn't all this kind of weird for you, hearing that I talk with this other girl and everything? You really want to see me again?
Yeah, I do. I mean, whatever. Life is life. Things happen. But I think we had something. And I just want to have more fun with you.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, my God.
Let's just hang out. We're
All right.
fresh. Yeah.
Look, I'd be down to hang out. I just don't think we should hang out around your apartment building.
Oh, my God. That is so
All right,
sketchy,
well-
Paul.
Totally.
And then, Paul, would you like to go out on a second date with Natalie? We'll pay for it.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, I'm down.
I told you.
Ew, I knew it. I knew it.
Red flags everywhere.
We're going to have some
Yeah,
fun.
great. I mean, I'm down. Again, though, not around your apartment.
Oh, my God.
Paul, is this because you broke down the door or because of the other girl?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Brittany, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Brittany, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi,
Have
Brittany.
you ever heard of it before?
Ever heard of what before?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm not sure.
All right. It sounds like you just woke up. Are you tired?
Yes.
Well, good morning,
Well, sorry about that. Well,
sleepyhead.
so we're calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners who asked us to call you.
Okay.
You want to know
It's
who?
still not registering, is it?
She's not awake.
Well, no, I'm intrigued.
Okay. His name is Michael.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right. And you met Michael at the gym recently.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you went out with Michael on a date after and left pretty quick into it, and you haven't contacted him since.
That is correct.
Okay, cool. Well, Michael emailed us because he wants to know what went wrong.
Oh, well, I mean, it was just like, I wasn't really sure how I felt, you know. I just couldn't really deal with it. First dates are weird, you know, so.
Did you? This was my theory, okay? My theory is that you went out with him as a pity date because he told us about the whole treadmill fiasco where he injured both you and him.
Initially, it kind of was. You know, I'm like, oh my God, such a weird guy. You know, like I'll just go out with him and get him off my back. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about him, and I felt really awkward. I had to leave.
During the drinks that you guys were having, you felt awkward?
Yeah, I'm still like kind of going through like a breakup, if you will, sort of. I'm kind of sensitive, so it was going really well, and I'm just so surprised that I liked him, you know, and I don't know if I'm ready to, you know, move forward with a guy that I might like, and I don't know. I'm just sort of a mess right now emotionally.
Oh my God, that's
Oh,
really
that
sweet.
sucks. But you could tell that you liked him that much just from that experience?
Yeah, we like had a lot in common, and like we started like finishing each other's sentences, and yeah, I was taken aback at how like attracted to him I became throughout just like that half hour, and the feelings were kind of overwhelming that I had to excuse myself.
Wait, how long have you? Are you single right now, or are you still in a relationship?
No, I am single, but like I had a fiance, and it was very messy, and it's only been about 5-6 months or so, and I promised myself that I wouldn't date anyone for at least a year.
Yeah.
To really get over this guy, you know, to be fully open and available for a new relationship, and, you know, it wouldn't be fair to Michael, you know, to be in, you know, to date someone when I'm like this, so.
But you could still do stuff with him.
Jubal!
I mean, what's a good way to get over a breakup?
Well, that's the thing. I felt like this could be a really special guy in my life, and I'm really not ready for that. So I really need like, you know, a year to heal and be available. And it's only been about 6 months or so. So.
Okay, so you just want us to tell him. You just want us to tell him that he's got to wait 6 months if he wants another date.
Kind of, probably.
I feel like that is so emotionally responsible of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, you really are aware of where you're at in the healing process, and this guy is obviously not just a rebound guy.
Correct. And, you know, I don't know if he feels that way about me or anything, and I'm just like, whoa, this is happening way too fast, and so, I don't know, it's a little embarrassing, but...
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, I was saying we could tell him that, and I think you could probably just do it yourself, though, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
You're not serious, are you?
I am 100% serious. Michael?
Brittany, how you doing? Sorry about that.
Awkward laugh.
That's not fair. I didn't know you were on the line.
I mean, I'm just like blown away right now. I really just thought that you didn't want to see me again. I can't believe.
I'm really sorry. I didn't really know how to process everything that was going on, and you know, obviously now you know everything I've been going through. So it's just, you know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she wants to see you again just in 6 months.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, I'd really like to see you again. And if you had a good time and feel that same way about me, it's kind of crazy not to at least hang out, you know?
Yeah, I just, I don't think it would be fair to you either, because I'm not, you know, completely 100% there yet. I'd still be thinking about my ex, and you know, I don't want to bring any like crap from that relationship into this. So it's just, I'm trying to be responsible and careful with, you know, my emotions. And...
For sure. I hear what you're saying. That's really good that you're like processing that. At the same time, though, it's like so rare that you meet somebody. I mean, I really feel like, you're like the most beautiful girl I've ever met. And, you know, like after talking to you and like your heart is like even more beautiful on the inside. I mean, I just.
Oh, you're so sweet. That was the best compliment ever.
I'm tearing up over
Yeah.
here.
Oh.
No, that's really beautiful, and I appreciate that. And I would love to say yes. I don't think it's a good idea right now. And like you said, it's not, you know, every day you meet someone so special. So like, I'll still, you know, if we're still there for each other in 5-6 months or whatever, like cool.
Brittany, look, you've heard everybody swooning about how hearts and love and all that stuff are beautiful.
God, you're romantic.
If it is in fact that beautiful, don't you think you should just go for it?
I see your point. It's just I think that'll be too messy. I need more time to heal and be confident and figure out like who I am as a person. And
Yeah, that's
I was
good.
in
Okay,
this
well-
relationship for a long time.
Right.
One last question, and I've heard what you said. You said you're not interested until you feel like you've healed enough. But would you like to go out with Michael on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Brittany, before you answer, I know you've said no to me and them asking like a whole bunch, but just please think about it. I mean, I just want to say that if we had that much of a connection after 30 minutes of hanging out, it just seems crazy to me to risk throwing that away. Like, why don't you take a couple weeks and heal, and then maybe we can, like, get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to him, Brittany. I mean, there's no such thing as good timing. These things always happen when you least want them to.
No, I hear you guys, and I appreciate it. It just, I promised myself a year. I think that's a good timeline to feel better. And so I just have to, regretfully decline.
Brittany, I think you're making a big mistake because, as somebody who's gone through a lot of breakups and always promised myself at the end of those that I would wait a certain amount of time, I've always jumped in into another relationship at about the 6-month mark, and you might be missing out on a really awesome breakup.
Wait, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Jubal's such a good example of healthy relationships in this world.
I fully support you, Brittany. Stick it out. Stick to your guns.
Yeah, thanks for that. Michael, keep my phone number, and in 6 months, we can see what happens. We can still see each other at the gym, maybe.
Oh, man, that's too bad. Well, I will definitely call you in a few months.
Oh.
She said 6, not a few.
Stick to the rule.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Sean?
This is he.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Any idea what Brooke and Jubal in the morning is?
Kind of, yeah. I don't...
Okay. It sounds like you have no idea at all. I'll just tell you. Brooke and Jubal in the morning is a radio show.
Oh.
Yeah. My name is Jubal, and then there's Brooke, and then there's Jose.
Yeah.
So, why are you calling me?
That's a good question, Sean. We're calling you because you recently went out with one of our listeners. Her name is Rachel.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and Rachel told us about the night she met you. She also said you guys chatted for a little bit, but now you kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Is it weird because she's maybe just jumping the gun? It hasn't been very many days, so...
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to embarrass Rachel at all. I don't know how much you guys know about what happened that night. So...
Well, I'll tell you what she told us. She said you guys met at a bar because you grabbed her drink, she thought you stole her drink, and then you guys started talking.
Yeah.
And then went to another bar where you played a fun game role-playing where she went in and then you came in and talked to her.
Like you redid your first meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at first I was very hesitant to do it because, I don't know, it's awkward. It's not kind of my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know what? Why not? We're having a great time. Let's do it. And, the whole thing kind of got really unstable really fast.
Unstable? How so? Did she get crazy on you and try to stab you with a fork?
Not that extreme, but at a certain point, she just got up and started yelling and screaming at me.
Wait, hold on. When you guys did the role playing where she was reintroducing herself and you were doing a new meeting, she started screaming at you?
Well, yeah, I mean, not at first, but all of a sudden she got up from her chair and then she just started ranting and raving and yelling at me.
About what? What was she yelling about?
Well, she was saying that I came late. And then, the crazier thing was it made me really uncomfortable about me by accidentally taking her drink because she yelled and said that she doesn't like a guy who drinks too much and that I was drinking too much.
Okay, so
I'm so confused
there
right
was
now.
Was it like she was in character, but the character was somebody who was yelling at you?
Yeah, and then so I out of nowhere, because I was kind of going along with it, even though it was really uncomfortable, and then I kind of broke character, and I was like, "Are you serious? Are we really fighting?" And she was like, "What do you mean? Am I being serious? Of course I'm being like." And then she just kept going. I just gave her more ammunition to revamp again.
Oh wait, so maybe she wasn't in character. Maybe she was like legit mad at you. You think?
I have no idea. We got out of the bar, and I was like terrified. I was about to piss my pants.
Oh, no.
She told us that everything ended nicely between you guys, a nice little hug, and then you guys texted a little bit back and forth after.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if she might be the next best performer since Andy Kaufman. I have no idea. But I was like, I don't want to talk to her. Let me just get out of the situation as soon as possible. And then I did.
So you were still scared of her?
No, I'm actually like scared of her right now.
Oh.
Like, I mean, the last thing that I want to do is be in a room with her.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
Well, then,
you know?
I hate to tell you this, Sean, but you're actually on the phone with her because she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, maybe yell at you. I don't know. Rachel, are you there?
This is kind of awkward. I didn't expect to hear all of that.
I wasn't lying. Like, I just don't know what you expected. Like,
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that you were lying. I don't know. I thought we were, like, having fun and we were both on the same page. Like, I thought it was funny.
Oh my gosh, Rachel. Is that honestly why you left, I don't know, that huge part out of the story when you told us?
I mean, no, I pretty much told you guys everything that happened. I said that we role played. I mean, maybe I raised my voice a little bit, like, but I don't think it was the way that, like, Sean was explaining it. I don't think it was scary, and he was frightened of me.
I mean, I was scared. The bartender, people around us noticed, and they kept, like, looking at us. You don't remember that?
I know, but remember when I said outside, I was like, it'll be so funny because everybody in there won't know, like, what's going on, you know, like when you start talking to me, and, you know, that's kind of what I meant. Like, I was like, it's going to be, you know, so exciting. Like, they're going to be like, what?
But exciting for who? Like, we're never going to hear that.
And Rachel, how is it so exciting to watch a couple fight in a bar?
Right?
We weren't fighting. She was just yelling at me. The fight is when both parties are there.
Come on, you know, every once in a while when you see people, like, bickering in public or, like, you see something that you don't see very often, it's kind of entertaining.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like the way car crashes are.
Exactly.
Exactly?
Oh, no.
Rachel.
Yeah, I mean, it is entertaining to see that.
I don't mean entertaining like, yay. I mean, like, entertaining like, what? I can't look away. Like, I don't know. I just thought it would be something we would laugh about, like, after, like, remember their faces.
Rachel, the bartender asked me to leave. Okay, that's how bad this was. All right? And I only think you're seeing it from your perspective of that you thought it was funny.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. Maybe next time we should flip it and you can be mad at me.
Oh my gosh, no, why aren't you learning from this? There shouldn't be a next time. We should just end this game.
I just don't understand why you have so much aggression. Had you told me before we went into the bar that you were going to yell at me, I might not have agreed to it.
But that was the whole, like, surprise, like improv or whatever.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
You got to go with it, Sean.
I wasn't angry. I thought, like, oh, this will spice it up. This will be funny.
I just tried to dismiss it as that you were just drunk and that you just didn't know what you were doing. And
I knew exactly what I was doing, and the fact that you were scared means I did one hell of a job.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
We'll give you the Oscar for terrifying me the most. I don't know what you want to hear.
But she does sound fun-loving, and she doesn't sound like she was legit angry.
Yeah.
I wasn't angry at all. I'm so fun. Come on.
Well, then, like, why did you bring up my mother? My relationship. It doesn't make any sense.
No, wait. It was role playing. You like anything's fair game, and we don't even know each other that well. I don't even know your mom. It's fine.
I know. It made me feel weird.
Well, Sean, would you like to go on a date with an Oscar winner? Because we'd like to send you out on a second date with Rachel. We'll pay for it.
To be honest, I don't know if I want to, go out again.
Oh.
Is there anything, Rachel, that you could say to him other than yelling at him that could convince Sean to go on another date with you?
Only that I really am a lot of fun, and I heard what you said, and
Right.
I would not have brought up your mother if we were really, like, together for a long time, so
For a long time.
that should make you feel better.
I appreciate the sentiment, And, thank you for hearing me out, but I don't think we should do it.
Okay. Well, Rachel, now do you want to yell at him?
No, I mean, I guess I'm glad that I know what actually happened.
Yeah, maybe no more role playing on first dates. Yeah, or second or third.
Or maybe I just shouldn't date these that can't handle it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Kelly, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. How can I help you?
Well, somebody recently sent us an email about you, and I want to see if you had a few minutes to talk to us.
Someone sent you an email about me?
Yes.
Okay.
We do a segment called Second Date or Ditch. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then stop talking to them, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why.
So someone I dated emailed you. Who was it?
His name is Matt. And I wouldn't say that you guys necessarily dated, but you did meet one evening and go back to his place and mess around a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah. Yep, we know that.
We know.
So we talked to Matt a little bit after we got his email, and he told us sort of how you guys met, but he's confused why you're not calling him back. He asked us to get you on the phone and find out. That way he knows if he did something wrong.
So he asked you, or whatever, he reached out to find out.
Yes. And as we tell everybody who does these things, they're fully prepared to hear anything that you have to say.
Really?
I'll tell you what he thinks it is, okay? And then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. He thinks it's because his place wasn't ready, and he had boxes everywhere, and he said that he didn't have his trash set up, so there was beer cans, and so he feels like you might have thought his place was gross.
I mean, well, he did look like kind of extra homeless in there.
So is that it?
I mean, no, I understand he was moving, but I mean, it was dirty. I get it.
Okay.
But, no.
Sounds like everything was fine, and you guys had chemistry and liked each other.
I mean, we did up until a certain point.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? It sounds like you think something is funny.
I have to know.
Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear this.
So we're there at his place, kind of having a little, make-out situation happening, and he just stops, just abruptly just stops. And I'm looking because I'm trying to figure out what happened. Did something fall? Or what's wrong? And he says, "Hold on, I want to make it all nice for you." Huh? And I'm totally confused because I'm like, what, is he going to go make up a bed somewhere? Mm-hmm. No, this guy says, I want to make it all nice for you, and starts pointing down.
What?
What is? Like he wants to put a bow on it?
I was just like, it was just so weird. So he just hops up and jogs into the bathroom. And I'm sitting there waiting, so I hear clippers and stuff.
He's manscaping. All right.
Oh, my gosh.
So he stopped your makeout session to get up and go trim his area.
The edges.
Yeah.
I guess so. He didn't come out with a new haircut, so I guess so.
What did you say to him when he came out of the bathroom?
I just said, oh, look at that. It's late. I got to go to work.
I don't blame you.
That's interesting. I've never been in the situation where I'm making out with someone and been like, I've been where I'm like, oh, man, I'm not the best down there right now, but I've never thought this is the appropriate time for me to stop and then go manscape right now. Yeah, or you keep it quiet.
Here's the thing, though. Not when she's, in the waiting room. She's there.
That's true. Did he actually say the words, let me make it nice for you, before he did it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wonder if he's tried that before and it's worked.
Oh, God.
I'd love to ask him that. Kelly, aren't you curious?
No, not really.
That's too bad, because he's actually on the other line listening right now.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. That's really why?
I'm sorry. But that was really weird. Who says that?
It's not that weird. What's wrong with me making sure I'm good for you? I'm looking out for you. I did it for you.
Well, not when I'm standing there ready to go.
I just figured you would appreciate that. Do you like it messy?
In the future, when you're making out with a girl, don't stop her to go get your manscape on.
I normally take care of it, but I've been so busy with moving.
I hate that when I'm busy with other things and then don't have time to manscape. Why not just tough it out at that point and go, all right, this girl, we're going to do stuff. It's not the best right now, but just go ahead and power through.
Jubal, if that's how you think, you obviously don't get many girls.
No, you know, maybe you're right. I just am all, hey, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
No, I was moving. I didn't even expect to meet a girl, and Kelly shows up just ready to go.
But, I mean, Matt, think about it. If the tables were turned and Kelly said, just wait a minute, and you heard a razor go in 5 minutes, like...
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know what, Matt? I actually really would, too. Honestly, I really would. Yeah, if a girl was like, hang on, I'm going to go take care of some things and I'll be back. As a guy, I would think that would be great.
Yes. See, that's what I mean. I was just trying to be respectful. Kelly, maybe the timing wasn't the best, but you got to admit, it was a nice gesture. And if you think about it, it's kind of thoughtful.
It really actually is.
It's like flowers, really.
He comes back out, shows her, she's like, oh,
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
And it's in the shape of a heart.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I'm not that talented.
I mean, you guys wanted me to be honest.
Yeah,
so
no.
I just figured I would tell you what happened.
Thank you very much for being honest. It's an amazing story. I would like to ask if you will go on a second date with Matt, though. I will pay for it.
He'll be ready.
Yeah, trust me. Matt, before you go on a date with Kelly, would you be manscaped before, right, if you knew it was a date?
Everything is done. I manscaped, and my apartment is clean.
Oh, my God.
There you go, Kelly. You heard that. He's all ready to go. His apartment is clean. Everything is clean.
Oh, gross.
Oh, my God. I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but okay.
You'll do it? You'll go out with him again.
I will give him one more chance.
Honestly, I'm excited. I think we have a connection.
Hey, we've already had too much information here, Matt. I don't need to know all that, okay?
Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Camden.
this is Camden.
Camden, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. You're a radio show?
I am a person who has feelings and hair. I'm not a radio show,
I can confirm he has
but
hair.
I do work on a radio show, yes.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay. Well, it's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out why. And you recently met a dude named Josh at a charity auction.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Josh sent us an email. He told us about the evening you hung out. Not all the details, although if you're down to share all the details, I'd love to know. But he told us about hanging out with you, and he says that, you know, the next morning after you guys hooked up and everything, you rushed him out of the house and haven't talked to him since, and he's wondering why.
Oh, my God. He seriously called you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Should it be obvious to him why you're not calling him back?
You'd think, but I don't know. You don't really know people, I guess, until you've spent the night with them, and then you learn a lot, and it was just bad, and I don't know. That's such a good question. If he knows why, I don't want to talk to him anymore. And if he doesn't, that's almost scarier than if he did.
Okay.
Whoa.
So do you mind telling us then? Because if he doesn't know, he should probably know, right?
I mean, it's so personal, but I just don't. He did something that even if we had been like married for decades is something I would still not do myself, and I would sure hope whoever I was with wouldn't do it either.
Wait, he did it when you guys were in the throes of passion?
No. It was after we were together.
What did he do?
God, it's so gross.
Really?
He went into the bathroom after we were done, and he didn't close the door.
What?
Like, he was just in there, like, doing his business. Like, and we're not talking number one, okay? We're talking
Wait, he sat down for a Tuesday with the door open?
He most definitely did. And I could hear and see and, yes, smell everything that was happening. Totally disgusting. I just met this person, you know, and we were on, like, you know, a first date, first staying the night moment.
Yeah.
And he immediately reverts to this behavior. So just absolutely the most unromantic, gross thing. And then it got worse because he did not wash his hands afterwards. And I
Did you tell him to get back into that bathroom? Go back to that sink right now.
You just wiped.
I was shocked. And I know he didn't wash his hands because I was just like, from my bed, I can see my bathroom.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That might be worse than the
I'm gonna
actual
tell
act.
you don't even do that when you're married, okay? We keep the door shut during that business.
I would hope not. And then he wanted to cuddle with me. Like, he wanted to touch me with his bacteria-laden hands.
You know what? Poop fingers?
Is that when you rushed him out of the house?
Well, you know what? I feel like I was actually pretty kind that I didn't just, like, leap out of bed and say, get out right now. Like,
Yeah.
I let him stay, but I mean, God, I felt like I was just sleeping next to some giant animal or something, and I just...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I couldn't wait for him to leave the next day. I told him that I was running late for something and just got him out of there as fast as I could.
He could have just forgot to wash his hands.
You know, I have been drunk and remembered to wash my hands. Like, this is a habit.
Yeah, and either way, I mean, the hand washing aside, too, to do that with the door open when you guys just met. I know some couples out there are like, we're so close, we do it on each other. That's how close we are. But for a lot of people, that's one thing you should hide from each other. You know, close the door when you go to the bathroom.
I mean, it's not like he's a horrible human being or something. I mean, it's just, I don't know how
Thank you, Camden.
possibly...
I appreciate you telling me I'm not a horrible person. After all that, I kind of feel like it. Wow.
Who is this?
Oh, Camden, that's Josh.
Hi.
He's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
I'm an animal?
Are you kidding me? He's been on the phone this whole time?
Yeah, he has. Apparently, he couldn't wait until we brought him into the conversation either.
But this,
oh, my God.
Don't feel bad. This is stuff that he needs to learn about, Camden.
Oh, my God.
It's not that big of a deal.
Whoa.
It's completely
not
natural.
It's what?
Everyone goes to the bathroom. We're intimate with each other.
Josh, I didn't say you couldn't go to the
That's
bathroom. I don't need to witness it. And the whole, what's with the not washing your hands?
My hands weren't dirty.
What?
What?
Did you not wipe?
No, I know how to wipe myself and not get my hands dirty while doing it. There's a barrier there.
Josh, I thought for sure you were going to come on this phone and apologize profusely and say, oh my God, I forgot, or oh my God, I realized once I was already halfway through it that I hadn't shut the door and I didn't know what to do. Like,
okay, no, I do apologize if Camden, you felt, kind of bombarded by that and were disgusted by that. I am sorry that you felt that way. That was the way I was raised. My family, we all, everyone poo-poos. And we would just poo-poo with the door open. It was never a big deal.
Did you just say
naturally?
poo-poo?
Yeah.
Did you just call it poo-poo?
Yeah, everybody poo-poos.
I kind of like it now. Like, I don't know, Josh, the way you put it and you put it in those words, I'm like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's just a poo-poo.
It sounds like the title of one of my toddler's potty training books.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. Does your toddler wash his hands after he goes potty?
Absolutely.
Okay, forget the hand washing thing. That's something that can change, sure. But, Camden, I wouldn't have a problem watching you poo-poo.
Why do you keep saying it like that, Josh?
That is never going to happen, okay? Not only because I wouldn't, but because I don't think we're going to see each other again.
Oh, no.
Seriously? Because of a little poo-poo? You don't want to feed me again?
Yeah, seriously, Josh, because of that, okay? I mean, no decent person would be okay with someone, like, taking a crap in front of them, all right? That is just how it is.
Josh, is there any way that you could change? Like, you could be okay shutting the door while going to the bathroom?
Honestly, I just thought I would show her how comfortable I was with her. I mean, our conversation was so nice and so comfortable. Like, I don't mean to scare you with this language, but, like, it did kind of feel like we were like an old married couple, the way we just kind of conversed and, had a good time talking.
Well, I think you fast-forwarded the relationship pretty far, and let's just fast-forward it to when maybe one of us is dead and, like, we're not together anymore.
Camden, you literally can't come back from this. I mean, you really liked this guy all the way up until that moment. Like, what if he promises to never do it again and to always shut the door in your presence?
Because I kind of am worried about what else is going to come out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like that he really is just like, look, this is just how it is. This is how my family is. Like, what other things do they do? Do they, like, drink off the milk carton right out of the fridge? Like, I mean, what other habits are going to unfold in this scenario? And that he's going to just be like, what? That's how it is. That's what people do.
Well, I don't drink out of the milk carton. I use glass. I put glasses on top of the dishwasher, plates on the bottom. That's industry standard.
And you can close the door while you go to the bathroom. You should add that to your list.
Absolutely. If you give me another chance, I will close the door when I go to the bathroom.
All right. Camden, would you like to go on a second date with Josh? We will pay for it.
Come on. I'm actually
He promises to close the door.
God,
You guys could go over all of your, like, boundary stuff on the next date.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome date. Just discussing what you will and won't have in your life. Yeah.
I gotta say, I feel like we've already been through a therapy session. This to me, it just might have been too much too soon. I think it killed all potential romance.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't really unsee or unhear what happened.
You're absolutely right, and this is for me. Josh, you're not a terrible guy. I don't think that. I kind of feel like maybe find someone else who's got the same kind of relaxed standards around those things as you do, and you'll be happier.
Well,
I'm really sorry to hear that, but you're probably right.
Sorry, Josh, no second date for you, but thank you both for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And before we let you go, Josh, can you just tell me what you call it one more time?
You mean the poo-poo?
Yes, the poo-poo. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to James?
Yeah, this is James.
James, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you know? Have you heard the show before? Or
I don't think so. I'm sorry. This is a radio show?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Well, you could listen once in a while. That'd be cool. But other than that, we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. So we got an email from a girl named Louise. Yeah. I'm going to say you probably remember going out with Louise.
I do remember going out with Louise.
Yeah. And she told us about your date. She says that it wasn't the best representation of who she is. And she wanted to not only apologize, but say she really liked going out with you and would love to get another opportunity.
So she's doing it on a radio show?
Yeah, I know. It just sounds like she doesn't make the best decisions, but we do a lot of these.
And she said that you wouldn't answer her phone calls. Like she had tried to text you and apologize, but she got desperate, basically.
Yeah, I've been just trying to avoid that whole situation.
Yeah, I can understand that. She did tell us about your date. I would love to hear it from your words, though. What'd you think of Louise?
I kind of felt bad for her.
Oh, really? Why?
You know, like maybe she needed more than I could give her.
What do you mean?
Right now in my life.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Like
I don't know what her situation is, which is why I'm trying to be careful with what I say because I don't want to misrepresent her.
What do you mean what her situation is?
Okay, so I show up to brunch and I like a brunch date because it's a lot less pressure and it's during the day.
Uh-huh.
You get to sort of see people when they're just being normal. And so she shows up and she looks like she has not gone to sleep. She basically didn't go to sleep all night.
Yeah.
Right.
She smelled very strongly of alcohol, and she was pretty disheveled. And I don't think people need to dress up for a brunch date, but I can't really explain it. But it was like the farthest away from being dressed up you could possibly be.
The farthest away?
Like she barely put on clothes?
Yeah, I mean, no, she had clothes on, but it looked like maybe she had had them on for a couple of days.
Okay.
All right.
Your first impression was not a good one, is what you're saying.
It was not a good one. So we were having brunch, and she's just in a bad mood, it seems. Like she's arguing with me about stuff and kind of put me on the defense. And so it was just kind of awkward. And then when the food came, she just scarfed it down in silence.
Oh, man.
So then we sort of just decided that was it and walked out, and we went our separate ways. And I saw her walk around the side of the restaurant and throw up in a trash can.
Oh, God.
It's not a good look usually.
Yeah, that's the lasting impression.
And, well, that's not it. And then she got into the back seat of a car with no one else in it. And I think just laid down in the back seat of a car.
What?
And so that's why I was like, does she live in her car?
Maybe that was her house. Yeah, her house was just parked in the parking lot of the restaurant.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm trying to be sensitive about it because I don't know if she is homeless.
You actually think she's homeless? I thought you were just making an analogy or something.
I mean, the evidence just kept piling up. I mean, I think she might actually be homeless.
Yeah, pretty much what you described sounds like a homeless person.
Right.
You know, if she was arguing with an imaginary friend, then you could be sure she was homeless. But what you described does sound like a homeless person.
Scarfing the food down? Oh, man.
Just a bad attitude, angry, smelly, dirty, and then sleeping in her car.
Yeah, it's like I don't judge her. We've all got our problems in our lives. I feel like I can't help somebody to a situation like that
Uh-huh.
before even knowing them, romantically at all. So I feel like it's like it was a little too much for me.
And how do you explain that to someone? Like, do you say like, "Hey, I don't want to date you because you're homeless"?
Exactly.
Like...
Because, and I should have said something, but I didn't because I just didn't really know what to say.
I think it's good you didn't.
Well, I don't know if she's got a home or not, but she does have a cell phone. And I know that because she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, God. Really?
Yep. Louise, are you still there?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Like, I have had the worst time listening to this. It's amazing. Like,
Oh my God, Louise, I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were on the other line.
are you serious? Did you honestly thought I was a homeless person?
Listen, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to sort of out you like that. I didn't know if you have people who you know who don't know.
No, like, I'm serious. I'm not. Like, I swear, I'm not homeless.
Look, I know people have a hard time admitting it. I get that, but I am not judging you. I swear.
No, listen to me. I am not homeless. Like, you're borderline rude now. I went out the night before with my girlfriend. I had a little bit too much to drink, and I was trying to pull it together. So I showed up. I was hungover. Yes, it was really bad. But, okay, yes, I threw up on the side of the restaurant because I wasn't feeling good. And then I went, I took a nap in the back of my car for a few hours.
You just took a nap right there in the parking lot.
That's a hangover.
It was bad. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not judging. I've been there before.
Yeah.
James, do you believe her? Like, I can't believe that we've gotten to a point where she's trying to argue that she does, in fact, have a home.
Well, you can understand sort of my concerns because you didn't tell me any of this. You just sort of showed up, and the way you were eating your food, you were eating it like you hadn't eaten in a couple of weeks. And that was surprising.
Honestly, I just wanted to stop arguing. So I ate and didn't want to talk. I ate a little too fast. Obviously, you know that, I threw it up because I ate way too fast.
And I wouldn't judge a woman's eating style, homeless or not. Just saying, James, for the future.
Yeah, it's just from my perspective, you have to understand that I think anyone would have seen what I saw based on how you showed up and the way you argued with me and the way you ate and the way you threw up and the way you slept in your car.
Please, have you ever had like a bad day? Like, it was just a bad day.
I get it now. It's been hard to unpack the whole thing, I guess.
Look, I'm really sorry I showed up the way that I did. It was not my best at all. I just didn't want to cancel on you. It was totally last minute. You were going to be mad at me if I canceled on you.
Yeah, that does make sense. I wish you would have said something and we could have rescheduled,
Looking back on it, I really wish that too.
At least you guys are on the same page for one thing.
How about this, James? Would you like to go out with Louise on a second date? We will pay for it.
What is that laugh? Oh my God.
I mean, if you guys if you want to sponsor a date, I would love to.
Well, I think Louise might need a sponsor in something, but we don't know for sure yet until you go on another date with her. So that's a yes, Louise. If you can clean it up for at least one day.
I promise I won't go out the night before.
Congratulations, Louise. You got your second date.
Thanks. I'm sorry that I showed up looking like a crazy person.
Nah, not crazy. Homeless. Difference. I mean, a lot of times they're the same, but, in this case, different.
Homeless.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude to any homeless people.
They're not listening. It's fine.
Hello?
I'm going to speak to Eric, please.
Yeah, this is Eric.
Eric, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay. Okay, what's up? Did I win something, or?
No, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in a second.
Okay.
Any idea why we'd be calling you?
I have no clue.
Okay. Well, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait, who emailed you?
Somebody.
That's a dumb answer.
Okay. You mean, are you going to tell me, or?
Yeah.
When?
Eventually.
Hello?
Oh, hey. What's up, Eric? No, the person who emailed us, her name is Tori. You know her probably pretty well because I guess you've asked her out like almost every day for an entire year.
Oh, okay. She told you that?
Yep, she did. She told us that, and she told us about your date. She also told us that you're not returning any of her phone calls, and you haven't even come into the coffee shop since you guys went out.
Yeah, I just wish where I get my coffee. You know, you go out on a date with somebody, and then it's kind of up in the air whether it went well or not, and it just is awkward to see them the next day if you're kind of on the fence about them. So
what? You asked this girl out every day for an entire year, and in one dinner, suddenly you don't even want to see her again?
I didn't say I didn't want to see her again. I'm not sure about it.
Well,
Okay, so you're not sure if you're feeling her anymore after you guys went out.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just not sure. I mean,
why? Is there anything specific?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's different when you kind of meet somebody in one environment and then you hang out with them in a different environment. They just don't seem to be the same person. Or I mean, I don't know. In this case, at least.
But I mean, like, don't you feel like you knew her pretty well, even though you guys had only hung out at the coffee shop? Like, seeing her every day for a whole year seems like you'd have a pretty good grasp on what type of person she was.
No, absolutely. I mean, I thought I did as well, but it's just a different dynamic there because, you know, it's like I'm not sitting down and having a conversation really with her. I'm ordering my coffee, small chit-chat, you know, how's things, will you go out with me? No. And then I'm on my way. I mean, that's kind of how it went for a year.
So
you know what I mean?
What was the change when you hung out with her for a long period of time that you didn't like?
Oh, man, I mean, I don't want to be mean, but she talked a lot. Listen, it was like just sitting there. It was more like a monologue than a dialogue with her. You know, I mean, I was very tempted at one point just to be like, "Come up for air, please."
So you just felt like she talks way too much to hang out with?
I mean, yeah, it just you couldn't get a word in edgewise. And I mean, I'm interested in everything that she was saying, but you know, you'd think that there'd be just a little bit more give and take. And I just don't know that if I can hang out with somebody that uses that many words.
Oh my God.
Just in general.
Yeah, come on. You got to give her a break, though. I mean, she's probably amped up. She's nervous. A lot of people, including myself, when you get nervous, you talk even more than you normally do. Like, she probably had a different type of energy on a first date than she would in normal life.
Yeah, I've kind of taken that into consideration. That's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not writing her off. I'm just literally thinking, can I handle this amount of just talking?
We did talk to her about your date, and I will say I'm kind of on the same page with you. Yeah, a lot of words, coming out of her mouth. Lots.
Yeah, okay.
At a fast pace too.
Yeah.
She speaks very quickly.
Be kind. She sounds fun. She sounds nice. She sounds energetic. She sounds positive.
Tiring. Sounds tiring to me.
She had a lot of positive things to say about you, Eric, and from her description, it sounded like she really listened when you did talk.
She did, and she is. I mean, again, this is why I'm on the fence. She was just like you said. She was all those things: sweet and kind and nice and attentive. I mean, but it's exhausting.
Well, if you think you're exhausted just thinking about it, she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you or talk at you. I'm not sure.
Holy really?
Yeah.
No.
Tori, are you still there?
What?
Hi. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm right
hello.
here, Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi.
Hey.
I heard all that. Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean.
No, I thought you were probably less mean than maybe other people on this phone conversation. But yeah, I didn't realize that I talk so much. So I'm sorry. It is a first date thing, and I'm like used to just talking to people at the store a lot, and I got in my head about it, and I can totally not talk right now. I just want to let you know where I'm coming from. Like we're talking, and then when I wasn't talking, there was silence, so I just felt like I needed to talk more. But even though I did feel like we had a great conversation, so I'm sorry that I dominated it. I want to hear what you say.
Okay.
Because I can show you, I don't have to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to not talk, or I mean, I want you to be yourself. It's just,
No, right. I totally get that. I think when I like someone, I just love gosh, I feel so stupid. I just really like sharing, and finding more things we have in common. So I think it's just because I was excited and we had seen each other so much, and now it was finally happening. So it was kind of a lot riding on it. I don't want to talk too much right now, so let me know if I'm talking too much. But I do just want to explain myself. So that's why I am talking. It's hard because I want you to understand where I'm coming from, but I also I can't tell if I'm talking too much right now because you're not saying anything.
Yeah, is Eric still on the phone? Are you even still there anymore, Eric?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking she talks a lot.
Oh my God. Come on, you got to cut her some slack, Eric. I mean, she just heard some pretty harsh things about herself, and she didn't come in angry. She came in understanding.
Nervous, excited.
That's true. I mean, that's why I asked her out. I mean, she's nice, she's pretty,
Aww.
But I didn't expect the word load to be, like that heavy.
Oh my gosh. I never knew it was going to be this personal, like, because, okay, so I think that I just need to not talk right now and let Jubal handle it from here. Jubal, can you just take it over so I do not?
No, I think-
maybe I should stick my foot in my mouth.
No, I think you're doing a great job. I think you should continue.
Oh my God, she is so freaking adorable. Eric, come on, man.
So this is about a second date. She wants to have a second date with me.
Yes, Eric, would you go out with Tori, unless you want to do this, Tori? Well, we don't have time for you to do it. Would you like to go out on a second date with Tori? We will pay for it.
Sure.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm actually really excited too, Tori.
Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate you on this phone call, and
my
I'm
God.
also very excited to see Eric again.
Now, don't be so weirdly self-conscious on your next date, though.
Oh my God, I know. We'll have to do an activity so that there'll be other things to do besides talk.
That's a good idea. I'm really excited about, going on a second date with you. I mean, you are super nice, super kind, really sweet. And I think if you were in a different situation than that where you weren't so nervous, maybe it could be a little bit more of a back and forth. So I'm definitely willing to give that a try.
Are we still talking?
Yes.
Or is this thing over? Congratulations, you guys got a second date.
Okay,
right.
awesome.
Thank you.
So cool. Okay.
Still going.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Vanessa, please?
this is Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What's Brooke and Jubal?
That's a good question. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay. It airs on radio stations.
Like most radio
Yep.
shows.
Okay.
Appropriate place for it to be.
Why are you calling?
Well, I'm calling because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and figure out why. And we got an email about you from a listener. His name is Evan.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
He's probably hard to forget.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a thing with flies, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually talked to Evan about that date where he accidentally bit a fly in half.
Oh, God, it's so gross.
Have you been referring to him as Fly Guy this whole time?
Somewhat, but I kind of don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah, it's probably a place you want to bury deep, dark in your head so you don't have to think about it. He
I'll try not to remember it.
Yeah, he told us about your date, said that he really liked you, and he was just trying to joke around when that happened, but he understands that, it'd obviously be disgusting to sit across from somebody on a date and have them munch into an insect that they, didn't order off the menu.
Right.
And he's wondering why you're not calling him back or texting him back.
It's not so much about the fly. I mean, yeah, that's gross and whatever, but the guy is, really kind of rude and full of himself. I mean, he, pop culture shamed me, I guess is what you might want to say.
Pop culture shamed you?
He did tell us that he tried to tell you a Karate Kid joke and you didn't get the reference.
Right. There was some Mr. Nagi, Shaggy...
Mr. Miyagi. From the movie Karate Kid back in the 80s.
What's the name?
Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, that's the name. So I'm sitting in the restaurant, and it was starting to get really awkward because he was, yelling at me because I haven't seen some ancient film, and he just wouldn't go on and on about it. I felt really uncomfortable. It really was making me feel bad.
As it should. No person should be on a date and be made to feel stupid. He was so condescending.
And I'm thinking, this is supposed to be a nice, romantic date, and this guy is just sitting here grilling me about these 80s movies and the fact that I didn't see them, and it made me feel bad.
Yeah, I have seen people treat other people as really stupid when they don't get pop culture references.
Yeah, I really take offense to that, and it didn't just stop with that one movie. He kept making other references, Beverly Hills Cop was another one. I don't remember that one.
Okay, I want to shame you right now because that was a great movie series.
I don't remember.
Yeah, now I'm
anything about
mad.
it either. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so old. I have no interest in seeing these movies, and you know what? I don't even think they're probably funny either. So
Not funny? Are you out of your mind? What do you mean not funny? They're hilarious.
But yeah, Evan, hang on a second. Vanessa, that's Evan. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. And usually you're supposed to wait until I bring you into the conversation, but apparently Evan couldn't wait.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but just I don't get this. How can you A, not know that many of them, and B,
oh my God, here we go again. Why is it a law or something? I'm supposed to know all these things.
It's not a law. I'm just shocked, and it's just I don't know. Obviously, I'm sure there's things I don't know about your world that you'd be oh, come on. I mean, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. It's just
you are making me feel bad.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, that sounded sincere. Wow. That sounded real sincere. Wow.
I mean, I'm really not. It's just like...
Yeah, I got that. I was also being sarcastic.
You're posting a judgment on me. You're being very judgmental. Oh, wow, I can't believe this person did. So it's all the world according to Evan. It's like, you don't have room for another person for a relationship if this is the way you're going to behave.
Well, I mean, if you watch the movies, you change your mind.
Evan, why are you so hung up on comedies and films from the late 80s, early 90s?
I'm not hung up on them. I've seen other movies since then, but, those are just gems of cinema.
Evan, come on. I mean, they're just movies. Don't you think you're overreacting?
These are classic movies that you just need to see, just as a person growing up in America. And yeah, if you were 2 or whatever when they came out, then go rent them or whatever and watch them.
Are you really this fired up about it, Evan?
I mean, I'm sorry, but who doesn't know Back to the Future?
Probably a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm married to one, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he literally, every pop culture reference is lost on my husband. And guess what? I can still love him.
I'm sure it really bugs you, doesn't it?
It doesn't at all. But he does miss a lot of jokes because of it. I will say that.
See?
Vanessa, are you still there?
This is just so ridiculous. Evan, it was actually a date, and you really weren't treating me right. So a little advice to your future dates, don't be so judgmental if somebody doesn't remember or know of all the movies in your arsenal that you insist that they know in order to be an American. I mean, it's crazy.
It's not like all of them, but those are in anybody's basic.
Oh, my God, I gotta go. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care about your damn movies and whoever karates and police movies and whatever the hell it is, all right?
Just one question. Tell me you've seen Home Alone.
No, I haven't.
Oh, my God, what the
Now I'm losing it.
Yeah, that's it.
Macaulay Culkin?
Okay, Evan, I'm out.
You're living a broken life, Vanessa.
I think she hung up.
Hello, Vanessa. Did you hang up? Yeah, I think so. Evan, are you still there? Or did you hang up too? Now are you pissed
Yeah,
about
no, I'm here, man. Yeah.
Well, Evan, I have to ask anyway, even though she hung up. Vanessa, would you like to go on a second date with Evan? We will pay for it. No, thank you, sir. Sorry, Evan, she said no, if you didn't hear that.
Well, fine. I don't want to go out with you anyway, you shut in.
I'm so sorry you had to go out with that psycho.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Dude, Evan, why wouldn't you use that as an opening to say, hey, that's awesome you haven't seen those. I can watch them with you next time.
I mean, I started out that way, but after the first one or two where she's like, yeah, I don't know about that. Weren't the 80s a long time ago? Just that crap. That was it just fired me up, man.
I couldn't tell.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You hide it well.
You don't know those movies? That's the same as not knowing that Bill Clinton was president and that he got a in the office.
I don't think so.
Explain to me that you don't know that.
Wait, what? That happened, Evan? I had no idea. Can I speak to Rebecca, please?
This is she.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm calling you because one of our listeners recently sent us an email about you, and I wanted to ask you some information.
About me? An email about me?
Yes. It's a segment that we do on our show. It's called The Second Date. It's basically if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why.
Okay.
Have you been out on a lot of dates recently?
I wouldn't say a lot, but I've definitely been dating. I'm single, so.
All right. Well, this guy's name is Chuck. You know Chuck? Is that a yes? You know him and you're not impressed by Chuck? Because that's what it sounded like to me. Or you don't know who Chuck is.
I know who Chuck is.
Okay. I'd appreciate it if you could just tell us maybe why you're not calling him back.
I mean...
He said you guys met at a singles mixer and ended up going to an art exhibit.
That's true.
Okay. He said at the art exhibit he was trying to act like he was smart and knew everything about art when in fact he really doesn't know much at all. And he thinks that you saw through that and that's why you're not calling him back.
I thought he knew a lot about art, so...
Oh, you did?
Really?
Oh, so he fooled you.
He pulled it off?
I thought he knew what he was talking about. I mean, I don't know too much about art either, so maybe that was...
Really?
That's awesome. Okay, so there's some common ground between you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good time. He's very charming and a little rough around the edges, but in a way that was nice and what I liked.
So if the date went really well, then why did you sound so disgusted when I brought up his name?
Well, he kind of creeped me out. I mean,
And not for anything that happened on the date. The day went well. I came home. I felt good. You know, went to bed. And the next morning, I got up and logged into my Facebook. And I had a ton, like hundreds of notifications. Whoa. And I was like, what's going on? Why? And he'd gone through, like, every single profile photo that I've ever posted and liked them. So all of the notifications were him liking my photos. And they were photos, I like swear to you, from like the beginning of my Facebook like lifetime. Like, I mean, when did Facebook start? This must have been from like 2006 or 7. Like, maybe even before that. Like,
oh man!
But maybe...
Anytime anybody's ever been on my thing and I get a like from like 5 years ago, like, oh, that's creepy.
No, it's totally creepy. And what's worse, it didn't just stop at Facebook though. He went to my Instagram and like left a few comments too on like old postings, like kind of in a way that seemed aggressive almost. It was like, thank God I didn't have a Twitter account, or like, what would he do?
He's retweeting tweets from 10 years ago.
I mean, you're telling me that you didn't look up all of his old pictures and Instagram?
Well, that's a good. I did look at photos, but I didn't like him, and I did not go back to like the beginning of his Facebook profile and be like, oh, you look adorable as a 24-year-old or whatever, whenever Facebook started. But that's like a huge red flag to me that. I mean, whether or not he knows the etiquette.
Thank you for sharing that with us, by the way. There is a difference between just looking at the photos. We know everybody social media stalks. Yes. We know that. There's a difference between looking at it and a difference between liking those pictures. Every single one, and old ones.
I think that's too far.
You're telling me that if somebody went on your Facebook, a guy that you dated, and started liking pictures from like 5 years ago, and how many pictures do you have on your Facebook, Rebecca?
Oh my God! I mean, like hundreds, like over 1,000 for sure. Like,
he didn't like over 1,000 photos, though.
He liked like 600 of my normal photos, like photos I tagged in, photos I posted, like all of my photos.
Wow.
I think there was even a few events that he like liked on the way. Like, who does that?
That must have taken him a lot of time.
Yeah.
Up all night.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's even creepier. I mean, that makes me want to not friend anyone ever. Like,
you know what? This might creep you out too, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Let me get this straight. You don't like the fact that I like your stuff? I mean, why would you put
That's a bad way to
stuff
say it.
on the internet if you didn't want people to look at it and like comment on it? I mean, I just wanted to know more about you. You know, I really like you. I wanted a little background on you. You know,
I mean, is like 600 of my photos like enough background? Like, how much background did you need? Like, did you need to go back to what I looked like in 2006 and like enjoy that moment of my life? Like, I never assumed that someone was going to go back and like every photo and leave comments. Like, I mean, Chuck, you found a photo of me when I was 24 and blonde and posted something like, hey, blonde bombshell. I mean, like, you posted that on that. Like, why would you do that?
it's true. You were a blonde bombshell. I wasn't lying. Forgive me for thinking that you were attractive at age 24.
But don't you think that's weird? Like, you posting on these photos from, I mean, on my Instagram, too, like, how long did it take you to do that? You sifted through 600 photos at least. I mean, were you up all night?
Well, I don't really sleep very much, so I was just up online, you know, and just sifting through photos.
Oh my God. Does that not creep anyone else out? Like, am I alone in this?
I kind of still think that he's likable and that you should give him a chance. I know that sounds crazy and I know it's really creepy, but he really doesn't sound like he gets it. Like, Chuck, do you just not understand how social media works?
Well, apparently I don't. I mean, if you're not supposed to like things, I mean, why is there a like button if you're not supposed to use it?
You're supposed
to put that there. I don't understand.
Because you're supposed to use it sparingly, Chuck. Like, use the like button like a precision sniper. One shot, right? You don't just go through with a semi-automatic weapon and just blow a bunch of likes across somebody's Facebook page. It's going to creep them out.
I thought it was a nice thing, you know? I mean, if somebody went through my photos and liked them or commented on them, I would be, like, really flattered. I mean, that's why they're up there, so people can enjoy them. I was surprised that Rebecca didn't like any of my photos the next morning.
I mean, I looked at your photos, but I didn't, like, go through and like them all. Cause I mean, like, it's so creepy.
Creepy,
I mean,
creepy, or is he just more honest than any of us? Because at least he admits that he went through and stalked it instead of pretending like he didn't.
Rebecca, I would love to ask you if you'll go on a second date with Chuck. We will pay for it.
I promise I won't like you. And then I'll go back and I'll stay up all night and I'll unlike all the photos if you want. If that makes you feel better.
I mean, I did have a really good time. That totally creeped me out, but maybe you are just more honest than the rest of us with our Facebook stalking.
Okay, so you'll go out with Chuck again?
I think, yes, I think
All right.
Oh, nice.
Way to go,
Congratulations, Chuck. You got your second date. Now, I want to point out you did get a date by a girl going, I guess.
I'll take it.
All right, whatever it is, you'll take it.
A win's a win.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jason?
Is he?
Jason, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
It's a radio show. Are you familiar?
I think I heard of you guys. What's up?
Well, not much. Just calling you to see how you're doing today. Trying to recruit new listeners to the show.
Is that really what you're doing?
No, because probably after we tell you why we are calling, you might never want to hear from us ever again.
Don't be so pessimistic. This could be great. This could be a great call for you, Jason.
All right, so just let me know what's going on. Like, I'm kind of interested now.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and see if we can figure out what happened. And we got an email from a girl named Colleen.
Okay.
Yeah. And Colleen told us all about your date. She said that you met through a friend of hers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said that she had a really good time, but it's been over a week now and she's heard nothing from you.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell us why?
Yeah, I don't know if I have, like, enough time for that. I mean, it might be a little,
So it's not just you've been busy and you haven't had time to get back to her?
I mean, if you want to tell her that.
Okay. Well, if it's a lie, I don't want to tell her that. Is there a particular reason? Like, did she do something wrong?
No, she was awesome. I mean,
Okay.
I'm really into her. I mean, it's not that,
Yeah,
Wait,
usually when you're really into somebody, you don't call them back after a really awesome date.
You don't know my situation, right?
I know. I'm trying to find out your situation. I'm trying to see if I can help you out, actually.
Hold up, Jason. Are you in a relationship?
No. I'm not in a relationship right now. I'm single.
So
Okay.
wait, why would you not call someone back that's awesome and that you're really into?
It's really complicated right now, and I just don't want to really talk about it.
Okay. Well, can you tell us anything? Because here's the thing, though. She really liked you, and from the sounds of it, you really liked her.
Yeah, I mean, I really do, and, like, I will get in touch with her. It's just-
Right. But I'm telling you right now, though, if you wait too long, that ship's going to sail. Because she actually did tell us that it's been so long since she's heard from me that she's just thinking about cutting it and not even trying anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't want to spend her days thinking about some guy that's not thinking about her. Like, you have to understand that. She doesn't want to waste her time.
Look, I really f***ed up, and yeah.
Okay. Well, can you tell us what happened?
All right, just you're not going to tell her?
No, we'll tell her something else if it's that bad. Like, I want you guys to go out again because you both liked each other, so we'll try to figure out a way to sugarcoat it, I guess, whatever it is.
All right. So our friend Tracy told me that she was into cats, so I showed her a picture of a cat.
Yeah.
It had 3 legs, and it was named Snowflake, and I told her that it was my cat because I wanted to, like, look, good in front of her. And the thing is, I don't have a 3-legged cat.
Oh.
Shut
You
up.
lied about the cat?
I didn't expect her to be so into that story.
Oh my God. That is, most
So-
men lie about like how much money
Yeah.
they make or what their position is at work or what car they drive, not whether or not they own a 3-legged cat.
She said you showed her a picture and everything.
Yeah, I downloaded it off the internet.
Oh, my God.
And why did you pick a 3-legged cat? Like a regular rescue cat, you could have at least gone out and gotten another black cat somewhere. You can't just go out and find a 3-legged cat to continue the lie.
Yeah, so I've been going around shelters just trying to find a 3-legged cat, and it's been difficult.
Yeah, that's a pretty particular cat you're looking for. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay.
Just come clean.
I figured if I found a 3-legged cat, I mean, it would cover the story. The problem is, like, I found a 3-legged cat, but it was a different color.
Yeah, how hard can it be to find? How hard is it to find a 3-legged cat in this city? Damn it!
This is like weirdly romantic, though, in a really strange way.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, I know. I f***ed up.
Yeah, you did, and you know what? I did too, because I lied to you and told you that I wouldn't tell her. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Colleen is on the other line listening.
Yeah.
I told you that I wasn't going to tell her, but sorry.
What the hell?
I know. It's an accident.
She needed to know.
Ah, man. 3-legged cats, people on the phone.
Yeah.
It's tough. Colleen, are you still there?
You lied about a 3-legged cat?
Uh-oh.
Colleen. Can I just explain?
Jason, that's so stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid. I mean, yeah.
I just don't understand why you would do that on a first date. That's so weird.
I'm very awkward, so it's like I wanted to look like I was somebody cool for you, you know? So I
But
figured
Jason,
maybe
you already did look cool.
I knew you liked cats, but I didn't know you were going to be so obsessed about a three-legged cat. And like I kind of buried
This
myself.
cat was like a model, and I guess she really was a model. It was a beautiful cat, Jason. Of course I'm going to go crazy. If you had just told me, oh, I like cats too. Awesome.
I really wanted to call you back, though, but you were really in a snowflake, and I just wanted to find snowflake for you, you know?
Jason, that's it's like weirdly sweet.
Wait, so are you mad, Colleen, or are you cool?
I'm just confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I get it. I get, like, wanting to make a good impression. I just wish you hadn't lied to me. And that kind of makes me a little weary because my last boyfriend lied to me. And the rest of what you told me is true, right? Like, you love karaoke and you went to drive-ins as a kid. Like, that's not just a fake story you read in a book somewhere.
No, those are true. I mean, I really do that stuff. I mean, everything else was, like, straight up real.
Except the three-legged cat.
Yeah, the most standoutish part.
Stop bringing it up!
Okay.
Oh my God.
My bad. Sorry.
It was such a dumb lie, though, Jason. Like, you got to think into the future. You can't lie about things like that.
Yeah.
Can you please stop piling on? All right, I know it's stupid, okay? A three-legged cat story, dumbest thing in the world. I'm just trying to save face here, okay?
Well, all right, Colleen, if you think about this, it's obvious that Jason doesn't lie very much because he's a terrible liar.
Yeah.
And it's obvious he likes you.
Is that true, Jason?
Yes, I'm a good guy. I mean, I just wanted to make everything work. I wanted to make everything, like, great for you. I was just searching all around the city for a cat with 3 legs that looked like the cat in the picture.
He was willing to adopt a three-legged cat. I mean,
True.
a specific colored three-legged cat.
That is a big commitment.
Jason, would you like to go out with Colleen on a second date? We will pay for it. We still probably should ask Colleen if she wants to go too, but anyway.
Yes, I do, and I hope she forgives me despite the craziness.
Aww.
Okay, Colleen, do you want to go out with him again, knowing what you know now?
I think I do.
Yay! Yay!
So
Cat love!
That's good.
That's awesome, and can I stop looking for the cat now?
For now.
For now. All right.
For now.
But eventually, Jason, you're going to have to supply a three-legged cat to this relationship, all right? Well, congratulations, Colleen. You got your second date.
Thank you, guys.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
God, that was so cute.
I'm happy.
I know, me too.
Hello.
Hi, is this Kate?
Yes? Who's this?
Hey, Kate, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the show?
Kind of.
Okay.
Oh, is it
kind
big?
of familiar is what we go for, so that's good.
Hey.
Well, I'm calling today because actually one of our listeners emailed us about you because you're super hot on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we just want everybody to follow your Instagram. So you want to shout out your handle or no?
Wait, are you serious? Like, what is this?
No, we don't want to just promote your Instagram. This dude that you went out on a date with named Connor actually emailed us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he want?
Well, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date, and Connor has been trying to get a hold of you, but apparently you don't want to go on another date.
No, I don't.
Did you just find that he wasn't the right person for you?
Just like, when we were talking before we actually like met in person, I thought he was going to be like a nice guy.
Yeah.
He seemed like a gentleman, and then we went out one time, and he was not.
He wasn't a gentleman?
No.
So he didn't, like, open your doors and stuff?
Like, he did that. I don't know. Like, it was okay at first, but then he decided to be like a jerk at some point during the night.
Was it because he stopped listening to you to watch sports for a second?
Wait, how do you know about that?
Well, because we talked to Connor, and he told us all about your date.
Okay, so did he tell you about how I, like, broke my heel on the date?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that you guys...
Oh, that's right. He did say he laughed at you a little bit.
Well, it was like, okay, it wasn't even the fact that he laughed, because, like, I mean, like, I laughed too. Like, it wasn't, like, that part wasn't a big deal. But then, like, so we went to go get new shoes, because, like, obviously I can't walk around like that. So we're at the shoe store, and I just kept, like, trying to drop hints and be like, yeah, like, these were, like, my favorite shoes. I'm so upset. Like, this happened on our date.
What's the hint, though? I don't get what your hint was. Hint to what?
Well, like, I keep mentioning, like, over and over, like, yeah, like, it happened on this date. Like, you know, we're on a date, and he just doesn't seem to be getting it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You guys don't? Like, how do you not get it?
What? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand what the problem is.
You're in a shoe store, and what? You like your shoes.
What I'm saying is my shoe broke on our date. So I feel like that means it's his responsibility to buy me new shoes.
What?
Wow.
Why would that be his responsibility? Did he break your shoe?
It's not like he physically broke it, but it's kind of his fault because if I was sitting at home, my shoe would not be broken.
No.
Okay.
No, that is a stretch. That
Yeah.
is such a big stretch.
I don't feel like that should be his responsibility.
Well, okay, think about it this way, though. Okay, he invited me out. Like, I expect him to pay for, like, the meal, drinks, like, whatever we do, I would expect him to pay for.
Okay.
So, like, by the same logic, if my shoe breaks, that's just an expense of the date.
That's a date expense?
That's like saying if while on your date your car gets stolen, he has to replace your car.
I mean, but that would never happen because I would never drive myself to a date. Like, obviously, he's going to be picking me up. It's just like, it's a thing for me. Like, you know, like, I want to date a guy who's going to be, like, considerate. You know, like, obviously, if I'm upset that my shoe is broken, he should care. Like, he should want to fix that. He should want to make me feel better, not make me have to pay for shoes on a date that
Oh, my God.
Okay.
You are so high maintenance.
Wow.
I'm not, like, high maintenance. Like, I don't like being called high maintenance. I'm just saying I know how I deserve to be treated, and I'm not going to settle for less. Like,
Okay.
I just think,
He didn't treat you badly. Okay, whatever. Oh, my God. I can't.
You have your standards, I guess.
This isn't a standard. This is dumb.
Well-
I do, and if he's not going to meet them, like, somebody else will.
Okay, so you're just looking for a sugar daddy.
I'm not looking for a sugar daddy. This is different. Like,
Wait,
if I
wait,
was looking for a sugar
interrupting.
daddy, like, sure, I could have them dude pay my rent. Like, that wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, hold on one second because I think I heard Connor try to chime in there because Connor's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you guys, like, chill out and let me listen to what she has to say?
What?
Huh?
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, Connor's on the other line, Kate, and wanted to talk to you.
Oh, my God, of course.
Kate, honestly, I'm just shocked. I had no idea that you wanted me to pay. It didn't even cross my mind for a second.
Okay, but that should cross your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're on a date, you know, like, you asked me out, my shoes broke as a result of me being out with you, and I don't understand why you wouldn't think that you should even offer.
Look, you're probably right. I just wish you would have asked me. I'm not a mind reader.
Yeah, okay, but, like, I don't feel like I should even have to ask. I think that's just obvious. And then I'm, like, dropping hints, too, that you should have picked up on.
Hints?
Well, then I need to pick up, like, a copy of Dating for Dummies at the bookstore because clearly I don't know the rules of dating. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, apparently not. Like, that was just extremely rude. Like,
It was extremely rude that he didn't pay for your shoes that you broke on the date.
So there's actually some women who would think it'd be extremely rude if he insisted on paying. Like, I don't need you to pay for my things. I am a successful woman with my own job, and I could pay for my own damn shoes.
no, that makes no sense. Like, I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for you to act like a gentleman. Like, that's it.
I'm so sorry. This just has never happened to me before. I've never been in this situation. I just really didn't know how to handle it. So I don't really know what more to say.
Well, maybe you just haven't been on a date with girls like me before. Like, quality women. Like, I don't know what kind of, like, trash bags you're normally dating. That would just settle for, like, that kind of treatment. But I'm certainly not going to.
You're 110% right.
Oh, my God.
Connor, is that really okay with you? All this? Like, you're still attracted to Kate?
I mean, I do feel bad. I feel like I ruined her night. Feel kind of guilty.
And my shoes.
I'm really sorry, Kate. I was totally out of line, and I promise I will keep an eye out for exactly what you need. I just want to see you again.
I mean, I don't really know what else to say to you at this point unless you're going to, like, reimburse me for the shoes.
Don't you dare, Connor. Oh, my God.
Still on the table?
I mean, if you want me to, I totally will.
You will. How much did these shoes cost, by the way?
Yeah, are they like red
Yeah.
bottles?
I'm lucky for you, there's some, like, cheap ones. They were, like, $220 or something like that.
Oh, my God.
$220?
The cheap
Dude,
ones.
Connor, if you're going to continue this, I hope you have a big bank account.
Yeah, dude.
Connor, are you willing to drop $220 to reimburse her for those shoes that she paid for to go on another date?
Yeah, of course. I had a great time. And
Dang, bro.
Okay.
$220 is, look, it's worth the investment.
All right, well, And I'm going to ask the question. Hey, Kate, would you like to go out with Connor again on a second date? We will pay for the meal. He'll buy new shoes, I suppose.
Wait. Kate, let me just get this out there. I'm not just doing this because I think it's the right thing to do. I genuinely like you. I had a great time with you, and money isn't everything. And I'd rather spend the money and see you again than not.
Okay, are you going to actually behave like a gentleman this time?
Yeah.
I would be willing to go out with you one more time, but seriously, if you mess up at all, that's it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And you just wait. On your date, her designer bag is going to break. And oh my God, suddenly I need to get a new $500 purse.
Zipper popped off.
Yeah, who knew?
I mean, I'm just saying if my bag did break, he better be ready to replace it.
Hey, look, a promise is a promise. Whatever you need, my credit card is ready.
Oh my
All
God.
right. So,
I can't
Kate,
believe this is working out.
You'll go out with Connor again as long as he doesn't make any mistakes because you have a zero tolerance policy. Connor, you're willing to pay for whatever Kate needs during your date.
100%.
Okay, well,
All right.
sounds like a real love story.
Yeah, you might want to have to pay for dinner, Connor, too, because all we have at the radio station are like gift cards to chain restaurants, and I don't think Kate's going to want to eat at those places.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Amy, please?
This is Amy.
Amy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is it?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning?
I don't know who that is.
Well, Jubal would be me, and Brooke and Jubal in the Morning is a radio show, and Brooke would be the Brooke part of that whole thing,
Hey, Amy.
and Jose would be that dude you hear right there. So
What is going on here?
it's a radio show, and one of our listeners emailed us to see if we could get a hold of you.
Who?
Well, his name is Keith.
Keith?
Yeah, Keith.
Keith from the church thing?
Yes, Keith from the church thing, the guy that you met at like a singles barbecue, and then you went with him to the OG.
The OG.
The OG.
The Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're not hip enough with the OG slang.
Yeah. I'm just confused as to why you guys are calling.
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So Keith is wondering why you kind of left your date early and then haven't been responding to his text messages or calls.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% for real.
Very
Keith really
real.
liked you. He said he had a good time. He said a lot of nice things about you, but he's confused why you don't want to see him again.
I'm confused as to why he would even call me back. But
Really?
yeah.
He said, like, that you were awesome and gorgeous and you guys had fun at the barbecue.
Well, I felt really bad because we played some like games. One of them was an egg toss, and I threw it kind of hard. Maybe I wanted to get out of there. I don't know, but it kind of went in his mouth and it got stuck there. And then
Yeah, he told us about the whole egg fiasco. But then he says after that he asked you out. You said yes, and he thought you were having a good time at the Olive Garden until you took off.
Well, we were having a decent time. I mean, he was a nice enough guy. He was. It's just that, I ordered a bunch of stuff, and he told me order whatever I want, but he only ordered a salad. And so I said, well, how come you're not eating more? And he said that he couldn't really afford it, but he'll pay it back, and he was borrowing against the collection plate.
Wait, what?
Borrowing church money?
Wait, you can't borrow money from the... So wait, he
So
steals...
he grabs it out of the collection plate.
Listen, I don't know how he does it. All I know is he said he pays it back. So I just was out of there. I had to go.
Yeah, you're like
crazy.
guilty by association if you're eating a big meal at the Olive Garden on the church's tab.
Right.
Not even on
That's
the church's tab, like on people who's donating their money to the church's tab.
I felt so guilty. I just had to get up and shake his hand and go, like I thank you, but no thank you,
Oh,
Yeah, I had no idea that you could use that as a loan, too. I got to start going to church again.
can't, Jubal.
No. I mean, what's crazy to me is that he told you this without thinking anything was wrong about it, is what it sounds like.
That's the whole thing, is he didn't think there was anything wrong with it, and that his whole thing was that he was going to pay it back, so that makes it okay. Like,
I don't think so.
Wow. All right, so...
Excuse me, guys, can I just say, hey, it's me, it's Keith. Can I say something?
Yeah, you can, Keith. You were supposed to wait, but I'll just tell Amy right now. Amy, Keith is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
what is going on?
Keith really wants to talk to you, so he was waiting until his moment, and I guess he found his moment.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Amy, listen, you're getting it all wrong. Look, I just borrow money from the collection plate and then I pay it back on Sundays. That's it.
That's not okay, though. Like, I don't understand that.
No, Amy, it is okay. Like, I do it all the time. I do it, like, literally every weekend, and there's never a problem.
Oh, my God.
Guys, I don't know why everyone is freaking out about this. I pay it back. It's not like I'm stealing from God. I pay the money back.
Lord.
Keith.
Lord.
No.
Yes. How do you even do it? Are you just, when it comes to you, you're just taking the money and...
No, I mean, I work behind the scenes, and I take the collection plates back, and I, look, every time I replace the money, every Sunday that I took from the week before, I replace the money.
Okay, so I guess it's not really stealing if you're
No,
giving them the same
no,
amount back, or is it
it's-
still stealing? I don't understand.
They're out money for a whole
Okay,
week.
look, you're making me sound like a bad person here, and I'm not a bad person. I mean, I go to church.
Okay.
I don't think that's
You're
the
right.
qualifier. Amy, Father doesn't know, but I think he has an idea, and he's okay with it.
Oh, you think he has an idea?
Maybe?
Keith, he didn't tell you it's okay. It's stealing. It's not borrowing.
Amy, you are judging me right now, and I'm praying hard for you. But you are judging me.
Don't pray for me. Pray for yourself. You're a criminal.
On that note, I'm praying for both of you to go out again on another date.
No!
Amy, would you like to go out with Keith one more time? I guess the Lord will pay for it. But if not, then we'll pay for it.
Well, they have to, because otherwise he's going to have to go on the collection plate and take it again.
I can just pay it back.
No, Keith, you have to stop this practice, like, right now, okay? It is not okay. There's nothing about it that it's okay.
Amy, do you want to go out again?
Not really, Keith. This whole thing has just left a bad taste in my mouth. No, I'm good.
Well, that's disappointing, and if I do see you at church days or another church function, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll come up and talk to you. I don't know. Maybe I won't.
Whoa.
Keith.
You're a wild card, Keith.
That is some strong action. You are an outlaw.
No, I'm not. I'm not an outlaw. I'm a man of God, and I'm also human, and I deal with emotions like everybody else.
All right, well, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, Keith.
Thanks for trying, Jubal.
Yep. And Amy, thank you very much for being honest with us. I appreciate that.
Well, yeah, I'm just glad it came out, because it's wrong. The whole thing's wrong.
It is wrong. Keith, it is wrong to do that. Also, can I go to church with you?
Hello?
Hi, is Callie there?
This is she.
Hey, Callie, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm good.
Have you ever heard of the show before?
The show?
Yeah, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Sorry, I haven't. What's this about?
Well, it's about a guy that you went on a date with.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll explain. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So you recently went out with a dude named Josh.
Okay,
Right.
this is weird.
Yeah.
And Josh listens to our show, so he emailed us asking if we could call you to find out if he did something wrong when you guys went out for pizza.
Huh. Okay, well, I just don't think it's going to work out.
Yeah,
So
he
you-
told us that. He's kind of concerned because he wants to know if he did something so bad that you wouldn't even allow him around your dog.
I mean, I just realized he's not the kind of guy I want to be around, and really not the kind of guy I want Penny to be around. Penny is my dog.
Really? He seemed like super caring about your dog, so much so that I think he was almost more upset about not getting to see Penny than not going out on another date.
He didn't do anything wrong. It's just kind of my thing, and I just realized he wasn't a good match.
Okay. What is it? I mean, I'm really confused.
You know, like different personality studies that like scientists do about like how to tell different traits about people.
Yeah, I've had a lot of those done on me by psychologists. So I'm familiar with those things.
You're the only one that skips therapist and goes straight to psychologist.
Yeah, no joke. I mean, I'm just a big believer in that. I think that most of those things are really true.
Okay. So did you make him take some kind of psychological test or an evaluation or something?
No, I just have a little thing that I do to get to know people a little bit better.
Okay.
Ooh, what is it? I want to know.
Well, there's this one study, and
It's literally like 99.9% correct all the time. I read about it, and then I've been like paying attention to my life, and this is like always true.
Okay.
And it's that you can tell about somebody's personality based on the pizza toppings that they order.
You're kidding, right?
And where did you see this study?
I read about it in Newsweek first,
Okay.
and then I looked it up, and it's like the study was really well done. But in my life, like, I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, paying attention to what people order on their pizza, and it's true. Like, exactly what they say. Like, my friends, my, like, ex-boyfriends, like, it's all true. Like, what they say matches up with what people like on their pizza.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, it's kind of like astrological signs. Like, those definitions are always so vague that they could probably work for anybody.
These have been really specific. And at first, I would try to ignore it. Like, you know, tried to go out with guys who their pizza toppings told me the wrong things about their personality. And it was a mistake. Like, it works out better when I just follow the guidelines.
So what did he order on his pizza that made you ditch him after only a half an hour?
He got the works, which is just a total red flag right off the bat.
Yeah, tell me about it. Come on.
You mean like he got like green peppers and lots of meat and onions and some olives?
I mean, he wasn't specific. He just ordered the works, you know? And that, so what that means is that somebody is indecisive and lazy. Like they can't even choose what toppings they want. They just order the one with everything on it.
Yeah, or he just has a liking of lots of flavor.
I told you, this is my thing. It really works for me, and that's how I judged him. If he orders the works, he's probably never going to make anything of himself or make anything out of his life.
Does he seem like a lazy, no good dude?
No, but I mean, he is a professional dog walker and has been doing that for a while now.
Whoa!
Doesn't strike me as like the most ambitious person.
But come on!
Wait a second. I have to say something here.
Callie, that's Josh. He's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
He's been listening this whole time.
Yeah, I just really don't appreciate being called lazy and being judged on my pizza toppings. Are you serious?
Look, this is my thing. I'm sorry. You know, you seem really nice, but, you know, maybe if you were a pepperoni guy or something, it would work.
That's a good choice, then.
What's a pepperoni guy?
Pepperoni guys are givers. They're romantic.
Interesting.
Yeah, everyone likes pepperoni. Everyone gets pepperoni. That is the most cliche, stereotypical thing I've ever heard. That's romantic?
Not everybody gets it. You didn't get it.
I ordered the works. There's pepperoni in that, along with 100 other things that are all amazing.
No, it's not the same. It's not like if you order the meat lovers, like those are the bad boys, you know? It's not, all the different ones are very specific.
Callie, what do you do if people like different things on different days? Like, what if Josh orders Hawaiian the next time you hang out with him?
Yeah.
But he should have ordered Hawaiian. I mean, pineapple guys they're great. They're up for anything.
Really?
Oh, well,
Who knew that?
This is unbelievable.
Josh, I mean, I'm sorry you had to hear it this way, but I really think this is true, and it does reflect accurately. I mean, you're a dog walker. It doesn't seem like you're trying to do anything else with your life.
For your information, if you'd bothered to ask anything about me on the date, you would have known that I'm studying to be a vet.
Oh, see?
Yeah, take that.
This is the thing. The works guys, they're big talkers. They like to make big plans, but they have no follow through.
Oh, he's lying.
All right, you hear that, Josh? Based on your pizza choice, you're not going to accomplish your goal of being a vet. I'm sorry that you had to hear
I'm
it.
telling you guys, it's really accurate.
Callie, I feel like you're really going to miss out on some good people like Josh who like the works because you're stuck in this weird study that you read that sounds like it came from Cosmo magazine.
You know, I've dated so many guys in my life, and this works better than anything else. Like, it works better than my own instinct.
Well, Callie, would you like to give it another shot and see if maybe he'll order a different kind of pizza? Or if you have another food test that we don't know about, you could take him to that restaurant. Would you go on a second date with Josh? We will pay for it.
I really don't think it's going to work out. And for him, really, I'm just kind of worried about his future.
You're
Wow.
worried about his future.
He's hopeless.
You know what, Callie? This is really unfair, and I understand if you think I'm not a good enough person to date, but could you at least give your dog the benefit of having me as her walker? I think we really had something.
You're really asking
You
for
still
that?
want to walk her dog even after she said all that to you.
I'm perfectly fine having a professional relationship, and I care more about the dog at this point.
See, I think he's dedicated and going places, Kelly.
I mean, wouldn't that be weird? Like, we went on a date, and now you know what I think of you, then you still want to walk my dog?
Well, yeah, if you think I'm a guy who just has no ambition, is going nowhere, you'll know you have a secure dog walker for a long time.
What do you think, Callie? How about this? No date, but you let him still walk your dog, Penny.
Well, he was really great with Penny, and the replacement guy I got, I'm not even going to ask him out for pizza, so.
Must be a mushroom guy.
He's not worth the pizza.
Well,
I don't even want to get to know him that well.
and you guys really don't have to see each other, right, when you walk the dog?
No, you can just show up and walk the dog. Josh, you still have my key, right?
Yeah, I do, and I'll take really good care of Penny.
Aw, see?
Fine, but we don't have to talk, but you can definitely walk my dog. You're really good at it.
All right, well, no second date for you, Josh, but you got your job back as a dog walker.
That's what matters.
That's all that matters.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jesse, please?
This is she.
Hey, what's up, Jesse? How are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Yes.
Jesse.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the whole show, actually. What's
Hi.
up?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I listen to you guys all the time.
Oh, sweet.
thanks.
While you're at the gym,
Yeah, how did you know that?
follow you on Instagram, #FitLife.
No, you do not.
No.
You gonna see me like every photo of yours?
She would know if
Yeah.
you followed her.
I would definitely know.
Yeah.
No, I'm calling you today, Jesse. First of all, thank you for listening. Appreciate it. But somebody emailed us about you for a second date update.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm assuming you. Well, I don't know when you listen, but do you listen to the second date updates?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, so you know what they are.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen eventually.
Oh, you did?
What?
Are you, like, not calling a lot of guys back?
No, I've just been on like a lot of bad dates.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're like, at some point,
It was a numbers game.
I'm going to be on the radio show.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then do you have any idea who would have emailed us to call you?
Is it Kevin? It's probably Kevin.
No, it's not Kevin.
Oh, but Kevin, he
It's
sounds
somebody
like
else.
the worst.
Yeah.
It's not Kevin?
No, it's not.
Oh God. Okay, that was a really bad one.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe this one won't be that bad. His name is Russ.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, other guys were worse than that, so this is actually good.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, maybe we can get you on for those other guys, too. Is there anybody that you want to call?
No, not at the moment. No.
All right. Well, Russ told us that you guys worked out together, and then you ditched him after the workout.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
But that's kind of, I mean, even if you weren't attracted to him, he sounded like a nice guy. It's a rude move just to ditch him at the end of a date.
No, he was a nice guy. We're just not on the same level.
Not on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay.
like, again, rude to just leave at the end of a date.
Well, the date was over.
No, he said that he was getting you a smoothie and that, you know, there's like that wrap-up thing, like whether you're going to do it again or not. And
No, I mean, I stayed for the workout. We did our thing, and there was no need for like a wrap up at the end. I knew there wasn't a future there, so.
Okay. And hopefully he would be able to pick up on your hint of ditching him. I got it. Was there anything that he did wrong to make you just want to leave like that?
He's just a prototypical meathead.
Well,
You mean like just protein shakes, meal prep, gym? That's it? That's all he cares
yeah,
about?
like gym bro, yeah.
But what did you expect? I mean, you met over the #FitLife.
I expected somebody who was into fitness.
And he's not? We talked to him. It sounds like he is.
Not in the way that I am.
I don't get
Can
it.
you explain better?
Russ is all about his upper body. Like, he does not work out his legs, and I don't respect that.
Wait, what?
I've heard of
Wait,
Okay, so-
are you, wait.
So Russ skips leg days.
Yes.
I don't know if Russ has ever done a leg day in his life.
What?
So wait, is that unattractive? Like he doesn't have muscly legs and you don't think it's attractive?
Like, my 4-year-old niece has bigger calves than he does. So, no, I don't think it's attractive. It's actually a huge turnoff to have this completely imbalanced, like, physique.
Okay.
So you don't respect bros who don't do leg day.
No, not at all. Like, you can't just focus on bicep curls. You actually have to do, like, a leg press
Hey,
or, like...
can I chime in here for a second?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey.
yeah, I forgot about this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Jesse,
though?
Yeah.
Russ is on the other line and wants to talk to you.
I don't skip leg days, by the way.
So your legs are just disproportionate, even though you work them out.
Wow. I work out my legs all the time. I'm a hard gainer. Okay, it takes me a long time to get gains. Okay, in my legs.
Okay, look, Russ, I'm sorry if I have offended you. Like your upper body looks great, like from the waist up, completely ripped, completely toned and lean. But the leg thing just turns me off.
Okay, yeah, sure, my legs could be bigger. That's fine, but I mean they're sculpted. Okay, I work in these. My quads are beautiful, actually.
Just the lower
They need a little development. You're right, and I appreciate it. Okay, it's a note, duly noted. But that doesn't mean you need to ditch me after a really cool date, just vanishing into thin air.
It wasn't that great of a date. Like you just wanted to do curls and like overhead press the entire time. Like I was trying to get you on leg machines, like some actual heavyweight leg exercises, and you wouldn't even do it.
It was a buys and tries day. I'm not going to put all my effort into my legs.
Well, I was trying to help you out. You said you're a hard gainer, so you got to work them extra.
Look, I'm a trainer, okay? I do this for a living, so I think I know how to work out my own.
Bro, stop. I was a trainer for a long time, a very good one, and so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well then you would understand we're doing buys and tries, so.
Are we just having
This is my favorite discussion ever, I think.
Training fight right now? Is that what we're having?
Apparently. Jesse, it's true. I work out my legs twice a week, okay? And sorry that's not evident for you.
Okay, well then you need to do them every other day and maybe eat some more food or something because, like...
Whoa. Do not insult my meal prep, okay?
Is that something
Man,
to
it's-
even insult?
Sounds like you just got heated.
Okay, I'm sure that your meal prep is on point. We're just on a
It's
different
very
level.
on point. Thank you very much. I put a lot of prep into this. I eat clean, okay? I get all my macros. I do not need a lecture about my diet from you, okay?
Okay, well,
I
I'm
get all my
sorry you're
macros.
having...
I'm a hard gainer. I told you that.
I heard you. I'm sorry you're having so much trouble adding mass to your legs, but I'm not the one who's going to help you out with that.
I don't know.
I don't know whose side to be on. I don't know if someone's being mean or not.
Do we somehow go into Spanish? I don't know.
What are
Hey,
macros?
So
I'm not into guys that look like a triangle, like an upside down triangle.
Okay.
A triangle? Okay, you weren't saying that when I was bench pressing you, when you were staring at my body, when you were liking all my pics.
Well, during the workout, I was trying to just be polite, and with the pics, you must have just really gotten a good angle because I couldn't tell.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, are your feelings hurt right now, Russ?
Of course. Did you hear what she said about my leg? How would you feel?
I don't think it would bother me as much, but I know that you're like you said, it takes a long time for you to get muscle in your legs. So,
Do you have any idea what it's like being a hard gainer?
No. I mean, maybe.
Jesse,
I've
do you
never
have
tried.
any idea what it's like being a hard gainer?
Yeah, I have a few friends who are hard gainers, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just genetically blessed, I guess.
Wow.
Wow, lucky you.
Jesse, I mean, I feel like you're kind of rude still. You left him. You're making fun of his legs. Do you feel bad at all?
No, I don't feel bad. Like, I was polite through the date. I finished the workout, and then I left. Like, I'm not going to waste time on that. Like, I told you, I don't respect anyone who doesn't work out their legs.
Okay.
Oh, my God, I work out my legs. How many times do I have to tell you I squat 250?
Whoa, man, this is getting way too heated. I just have to. I'm gonna ask Jesse before this goes out of control. Would you like to go out on a second date with Russ, Jesse? We will pay for it.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't thought you were gonna
Good
say
luck
no.
with your hard gains.
Wow.
That's good. That's good. I like this. I like where this is going because every competitor needs fuel for competition. Okay. And Jesse, keep looking at my Instagram and check out those legs, and you'll see the gains I'm making because of you. All right?
Okay. I'll be watching.
Jesse, if Russ gets some more gains in his legs, would you go out with him again?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, get ready to believe, okay? Hashtag leg day every day.
Oh, damn.
Dang, no
No, he didn't just throw that down.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Johnny, please?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Johnny, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, what's up, man? How are you?
Wait, really? I'm good.
So you listen to the show?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I listen to it every morning.
Sweet. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Then you've probably heard the second date update before.
Is that why you're calling me?
Yes, that is exactly why I'm calling you, Johnny.
Okay. I know how this works. I know you have someone on the other line, and just tell Leslie that I never want to see her again, and that she's a
Well, that's interesting.
I can tell her that. Sure, Johnny. Hello? Oh, Johnny's gone.
Did he hang up?
That Leslie girl sounds terrible.
Who's Leslie?
I don't know. Kayla, is there a Leslie that you didn't tell us about?
What?
Do you know who Leslie is?
I have no clue who Leslie is.
It has to be some other girl that he's doing online dating with or
something.
Yeah.
But, like, who would even say that?
I have no idea. So he didn't bring up a Leslie on your date or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get him back on the phone then, and let him know that Leslie's not trying to get a hold of him. Kayla is. All right. Okay. Hang on.
Look, I told you before, I don't want to do this, okay? I really don't want to talk to you.
Johnny, I'm not calling on behalf of somebody named Leslie.
No, Jubal, I know that this is what you do. Like, I know this is like a thing that you guys do, and I just don't want to, I don't want to be a part of it.
I'm not, Johnny, I promise, I'm not messing with you. There's somebody other than Leslie that wanted to do a second date update.
Yeah, we don't know who that is.
We don't even know who Leslie is at all. She sounds terrible, though.
I don't believe you guys. Like, I don't, like.
Okay, Johnny, how about this? Okay, Johnny, hang on. Don't hang up yet. I'm calling because the girl named Kayla wanted to get a hold of you. Nobody named Leslie at all.
Kayla?
Yeah, do you remember going out on a date with somebody named Kayla?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
It was about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that?
Yeah, that's what this is about. This is from
Yes,
Kayla.
this is about somebody named Kayla, not somebody named Leslie.
God, is she listening to this?
Kayla? No, Kayla is gone. Because, dude, I mean, we called for a second date update. She wanted to go out with you again, and then she heard you call somebody named Leslie a bitch. And she hung up and isn't interested in doing the second date update anymore, but I want to know who Leslie is now.
Me too. Is it like some stalker you have or something?
Really, like, honestly, you really don't. Like, it's a long story, and it is not a good time.
Did Leslie happen before the Kayla date or after the Kayla date?
It was after Kayla. Like, honestly, I just want to forget about the whole thing. It was really and like, I just want to move past it. You know.
You don't have to tell me, but maybe if you do tell me, then I could explain to Kayla about the situation with Leslie and help her understand that, so that maybe she wants to go out with you again.
Yeah. I mean, like, I could tell you guys, but like, I don't want you to go and tell Kayla because it's like a really weird story, and like, I don't want her to know that.
I won't.
I don't know.
I won't tell her specifics about this Leslie girl.
And she's got to be understanding. I mean, she said that she's gone on some pretty horrible dates from the same site you guys met on, too.
Yeah, okay. At this bar, we drank way too much. We wound up hooking up in a Wendy's bathroom. And then she bit me, okay?
Wait, she bit you when you're in the Wendy's bathroom?
She bit me. I got stitches for it, and I'm just going to leave it there. Okay?
Where did she bite you?
You don't need to know.
And so she bit you so bad that you had to get stitches.
Yeah, so you see why I don't want to talk to her, right?
I guess, yeah.
Seems like you could have seen that one coming if you're hooking up with a girl in a Wendy's bathroom.
Yeah, she's crazy. And now she keeps calling me and texting me. She like won't leave me alone now. So that's what happened. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it definitely does.
That's
so I
interesting.
won't give Kayla all those details.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I won't give them to her because you actually just did. Kayla is still on the phone listening.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So awkward.
Dude, you told me she wasn't on the phone.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. You did. You lied.
Oh my.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah.
What the hell? Is he serious? Are you serious
Yeah.
with this story? Are you serious? Are you saying that
Yes.
this like actually happened?
Yeah, that actually happened. And like, it does suck. Like, I had to get stitches because of this girl. So
Do you like want me to feel sorry for you? I thought you were a nice guy.
I am a nice guy. I didn't bite her. She bit me.
I don't think that's what Kayla means, Johnny. I think Kayla means more like hooking up in a fast food restaurant bathroom with someone that you just met and everything.
That was not my decision. If you think that I was in charge of that choice, then you are sadly mistaken.
It wasn't your choice.
She forced you?
What are you talking about, Johnny?
Oh my God. Take responsibility.
I do not want to go into it. It was a bad night. Like, I would love to move past that.
Oh, it's definitely
All right.
alcohol's fault, I'm sure.
How about you move past it by going on a second date with Kayla? Johnny, would you like to go out with Kayla again? We'll pay for a second date.
Yes, I would. Oh. That would be great. She's the most sane person that I've been out with in a long time. And yes, I would love to go on a second date.
Kayla, congratulations. A successful second date update for you.
No way. I am not going out with this guy again.
You're changing your story. You're changing your tune now. Before, you were saying like you thought he was sweet and you'd want to go out with him again.
You guys, seriously, no way. No way. Like, really? Now that I know that he got bit in a fast food bathroom? No way.
Are you sure?
Come on.
Yeah, I am 100% sure.
Listen, like I'm not saying that it's ever happened to you before, but it's probably happened to a lot of people. Like that was not my
Johnny,
fault. I don't know how many other people she's bitten in bathrooms, but like
you're the only person I know that has that story, Johnny.
The bathroom biter.
I mean, I was truly the victim there, so not my fault.
So, Kayla, there's no chance on you giving Johnny another shot now.
No way.
Kayla, I really liked you, and you were really cool, and you were like kind of one in a million, and I would like to go on a second date with you, if you're up for that.
That's romance.
That is.
No, definitely not. I don't go out with guys who get bit in fast food restrooms. No way.
Wow, you do have high standards, Kayla. Yeah. You're never going to find love this way, ever.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Trisha.
This is she.
Hey, Trisha, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
You recently went out with a friend of mine.
I did?
Yeah. His name is Anthony. You remember going out with a guy named Anthony?
I do. How is he? Wait. Okay, you're on the radio and he's your friend?
I'm on the radio, so I have lots of friends.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and Anthony happens to be one of them.
Okay.
And he said that he really enjoyed the date with you and thought that you guys were going to go out again, but you haven't called him back or responded to any of his messages or voicemails or any of that. So I wanted to call you and ask if he did something wrong on the date.
That's just weird that he's having you call for him, but he did have a really great time on the date. That's true.
He did? Did you not have a good time then?
I mean, I had a good time, but I think that Anthony had a really good time. Like,
Was he just too eager on the date?
well, it wasn't really on the date. It was afterwards.
What do you mean?
He tweeted like 5 times about our date within like 2 hours.
Oh.
So
what?
He went back after your date and just started tweeting about it?
Yeah, he was like, he tweeted "Lonely No More," "Most amazing date of my life."
Oh my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is horrible. What were you?
Well, wait, it gets better. It was like, is this what love really feels like? With exclamation points and question marks.
Are you scared at this point, Trisha?
I mean, yeah, especially, okay, how about this one? At last, my love has come. And he did, in parentheses, put Etta James.
No!
Oh, no, really? He's quoting Etta James on his Twitter feed.
No.
Trisha?
Yeah.
I should also let you know that Anthony is currently on the other line right now listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Hi.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry if it creeped you out a little bit. I mean, I was just trying to make a really nice evening for you, and
This is so awkward. It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
I thought we were having fun.
Okay, well, the date was very nice. You took me out on a very nice date, and it was fun. But seriously, Anthony, you tweeted, "Oh, my God, freaking out. I think I hear church bells."
Oh, isn't that a romantic thing to say? I mean, isn't that what every
Yeah,
isn't
we
that
were
what every
together
girl
for like
dreams about?
3
Finding
years.
the right guy and getting together and
living happily ever after.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh my God, this is a joke, right? There's no way you're crying right now.
No.
I think he has allergies. I think that's what it is. Trisha, Anthony's an emotional guy.
Anthony needs therapy.
Amen. I am sorry.
Trisha, Anthony, let me help you out a little bit. Trisha, if you didn't know, Anthony just got out of a long relationship with his high school sweetheart. You're the first girl he's been on a date with since high school.
Dude, be single for a while. Seriously. There's so many great things about being single. Like, go experience life a little bit before you tie yourself into a relationship.
Yes, Anthony, it's okay to be single and experience things by yourself. It's actually a very fun time. You can do it.
Okay.
Anthony, you need to really, dating is hard and it's going to hurt. But you need to find some confidence, dude. What do you like about yourself?
I think I'm charming and I'm good looking. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Trish thought you were good looking, didn't you?
Yes, he's very attractive.
See, she thinks you're good looking.
Okay.
Now, Trish, if you could give one piece of advice to Anthony, what would it be?
Yeah, stop crying.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the date was really sweet. And I think that maybe if he just, the charming part of it all was very nice. But the clinginess and the, just all of a sudden feeling like you were owned by, I don't know. He needs to baby step it. Baby step.
Okay.
That's good advice.
Anthony, you'd like to go out with Trisha again, right?
Yeah, I would. Very much.
Oh, look at that.
Do you think you can hold it together and not be too clingy?
Yes. Yes, I'll work on that. I'll be good at that.
At this point, I would like to ask you if you'd like to go on a second date with Anthony.
Hey.
Trisha, do you want to give him another shot? We will send you guys out. We'll pay for it if you go out with Anthony one more time.
I think I'd rather set him up with one of my friends.
A friend that you dislike or what?
If I go out with him again and this happens, then it is going to cost me something because now I'm going to be the mean girl. And I don't want to be the mean girl. Yeah. And I just feel like he needs a little bit more time to be single.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Sorry, Anthony, but you got your answer and now you know.
Okay.
Maybe take some time to yourself, especially if you haven't dated in a while. The first girl that you go out with, you'll fall for her because you'll think that she's awesome because she's something different than what you've been used to.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to kind of check your emotions a little bit.
You mean I should not share all of myself right away?
No, definitely don't. Wait till the third date for the crying. Dude.
I was going to say the third year.
Okay, guys, thanks for trying.
Do like everybody else and save the tears for the bedroom.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Seriously, Anthony, you tweeted, oh my God.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Stephanie.
Yeah, this is Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
What is this in regards to?
Well, it's in regards to an email that we got into the show, and the email was about you.
What do you mean?
Well, you recently went out on a date with a guy named Kevin.
Yeah, I did. Who wants to know?
Kevin does, because he told us about your date, sent us an email because now you're not calling him back, and wanted to see if we could figure out if something went wrong.
All right, is this going to take a long time? Because I don't really want to talk about this.
No, we can get you off the phone pretty quickly. He just wants to know because he really enjoyed going out with you. He said that he thought you had a really good time, and he's tried to call you and text you, and I guess he's getting nothing in return.
I can save you a lot of time. Just tell him I'm not interested, okay?
Whoa. I know you don't have a lot of time right now, but he seems like a really nice guy. He hadn't been on a date.
Yeah, okay, sure.
He's not a nice guy?
No, he's not.
What?
Really? Because he came off as an awesome guy who has some kids and...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought initially. That's why I decided to go out with him. But I found out that was not the case.
What did he do?
Look, I don't really want to do this. I'm just not interested in Kevin. I don't really want to go into it.
Okay, but you sound upset at Kevin, or?
Yeah, I am.
Well, now is the perfect time to at least state your case.
Yeah.
And get it off your chest. And if Kevin's doing something that you think is terrible, now's your opportunity to tell Kevin whatever you want.
Okay. So we were at the bar and we were getting drinks and we got carded.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this mix-up with the IDs. He got my ID, I got his ID. And I took a look at it, and his ID was a huge turnoff right away.
Is that because? So he told us that your attitude sort of changed after you saw the ID. Are you saying because
Yeah.
he was 90 pounds heavier?
No, that wasn't it.
Oh my God, because I
Yeah.
had so many mean words about you in my head. If that was going to be the case,
No, that was not the case. But I noticed that he's not an organ donor,
okay, and
and that's terrible. Are you serious? That's incredibly selfish.
So wait,
So that's the reason?
Yes.
you don't want to go out with him again because he hasn't elected to donate his organs after he dies?
That's exactly why.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't appreciate you laughing about this. This is very serious.
All right. Well, that's Jose laughing. He laughs at everything, so it's fine.
Death included?
It does.
Well, I don't appreciate it.
Honestly, though, to me, it does seem kind of trivial to not want to go out with a person again because they're not an organ donor.
Look, I would understand if, he was just like a young guy and didn't know better, but this is a guy who has kids.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 kids, and like one organ can save up to 8 lives. I mean, it's not just 1-to-1, So
Right.
the thought of someone not wanting to do that and not wanting to even take the chance of saving that many people, to me, that's incredibly selfish.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm an organ donor. I think it's important for me, but everybody has a different reason, and you didn't even give him a chance to explain.
I don't care. He should know that, and he should look for the box and check it. I don't care.
Okay.
There's no excuse for that in my mind. He needs to understand the consequences of not checking that box.
Why didn't you just talk to him about it if you were that passionate about this cause?
Look, you're not listening to me. The point is, I shouldn't be the one to have to explain this to him. He's an adult. I'm not trying to date a guy who needs a mom to tell him that, okay? He should know that on his own.
Wow, you're really fired up about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. You can tell him I think he's a scumbag for not being an organ donor. I'm never going to date him again.
Wow.
Okay. Well, how about this, Stephanie? What if you just tell him that?
I don't want to tell him that. I don't want to talk to him.
Okay, well, it's too bad because he's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, that's the whole point of this was so we could get you two on the phone together.
He's listening?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Stephanie.
I don't want to talk to you, Kevin.
Wow. Look, I feel like I need to at least have the opportunity to defend myself here. I feel like I'm being accused of some horrible
Being
crime.
selfish? Yeah, because you are.
Listen, I don't have anything against organ donors, okay? I think it's
Then why aren't you one?
I don't know. Because I must have missed the box or
That's
it
not
wasn't
a
on
good enough
purpose.
reason, Kevin. Look for the box and check it. It's not that hard.
Okay, I take your point. I wish you could give me a little slack here, okay?
Kevin,
Look,
you have kids, okay? You have kids.
Exactly.
If something happened to your
Exactly.
kids,
I have 2 kids who I love more than anything. And they're also a handful, okay? And I got to be on my toes, and maybe I was frazzled or whatever. I'm sure they were with me at the DMV, and that could have been why I didn't check the box. It's not because I'm some weird monster who won't give my organs away.
well, you need to be more responsible and think about
Why
that.
didn't you say anything?
Because I shouldn't have to tell you to be an organ donor. You should know that yourself. You're a grown man.
Yes, I would love to be an organ donor. And if you had told me that at dinner, I would have said, oh, wow, I didn't realize that I wasn't. I will get right on that.
Oh, it's so convenient, Kevin. You're saying that because you want to date me again so you can sleep with me.
What?
He said he's not an organ donor.
Actually, Stephanie, I can put your mind at ease because I really, really don't want to date you, and I definitely don't want to sleep with you.
Well, Stephanie, you realize you're coming off as a bit crazy.
You're coming off as a bit naggy, okay? You've been nagging me this whole time, and as if I have to defend my position on standing up for, honestly, the whole human race. I shouldn't have to do that.
What? Wait a minute. Are you saying that because I forgot or I missed to check a box, people have died because of me not checking a box?
Maybe not yet, but someday you're going to kill somebody.
Whoa.
What? Whoa, I'm going to kill somebody because because I'm not going to donate an organ? What, are they going to die of a broken heart? I don't understand.
How does that kill someone?
Just because you don't take a weapon and kill somebody doesn't make you not a murderer.
Calling Kevin a murderer.
I mean, Stephanie.
Wow.
You may have a good point somewhere in there, but you need to be less aggressive about it, I think.
You guys are just being ignorant, and I don't even want to talk to you guys about this anymore.
Well, can I ask you one more question, please?
What do you want? I'm done. You've taken up enough of my time already.
I just want to ask if you'll go out with Kevin on a second date. We will pay for it.
You know, whatever, smart. I don't appreciate this.
Hey, Kevin?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hung up.
Uh-huh.
That's intense, man. I mean, you should be an organ donor, though.
I will gladly go down and register as an organ donor, but not because of Stephanie, but because I think it's the right thing to do. Look, I didn't even know that I wasn't.
All right, well, until you do that, Kevin, in my book, you're a murderer.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Anna?
This is Anna
Hey, Anna, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
from the radio.
Yes. Yeah. Are you familiar with the show at all?
I've heard you guys once or twice.
All right, awesome. That means clearly you were a big fan those 2 times that you listened. Or that once and then maybe the twice that you listened because you keep coming back for more. And
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I can tell.
Anna, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah.
From who?
Well, his name is Eric, and you guys met at karaoke the other night.
Oh, really?
Yes. He says he had a really fun time with you the other night and wants to know why you're not calling him back.
Wait, so he couldn't get in touch with me, so he called you guys?
Yeah. Well, according to him, he's tried to get in touch with you, but you won't call him back or text him back or anything.
He seems to think that you guys connected on a whole nother level.
I mean, at first, when I first met him, we connected and everything was great, but then it kind of went downhill from there.
How did it go downhill?
I don't know what he told you, but we kind of got into some personal stuff. And I don't know if I want to, blast all of his stuff on the radio.
Well, a couple things. One, he is willing to have it blasted because he wanted to do this phone call. I mean, anybody that would call me out of the blue on the radio, I would dish all the dirt on him. And 2, he said that he was out on the date with you and he started crying, talking about something. We thought that was weird.
And he said that he talked about exes, too.
Yeah, and that's basically it. You guys drank a bunch that night.
Yep, that's pretty much what it was.
Was it the crying then? Like the crying turned you off?
I mean, the crying was definitely a lot, but there was one other kind of big thing.
Bigger than crying on the first date.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys, I don't know if I should be talking about this.
Okay, well, like I said, when anybody does one of these second date updates, they know that their business could get put out on the air, so he's prepared for that to happen. He just really wants to know.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. We talked to him, and we said, you might hear something you don't like, and he's cool hearing it.
And he's clueless. Like, he has no idea why you wouldn't be calling him back.
Really? Oh, I didn't think he was that drunk. Okay. Well, so it was towards the end of the night. We both have had quite a few drinks. We took a shot. We took one final shot. And into the night, things get a little rough. And he's telling me all these stories, and then he just starts to cry.
Oh, sweetheart isn't over his ex, is he?
Absolutely not. Not even close.
Yeah.
It was this one particular girl he's talking about. I guess they were engaged.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that's a big ex.
Yeah. So I think they had just recently broken off the engagement.
Yeah.
So he's talking about her. He's crying about her. And then he lets it slip that in order to help get over this girl, he recently bought a hooker.
What? Whoa! Wait a minute.
Told you he bought a hooker?
Wow.
Yeah, he just kind of dropped that bomb.
That's a big bomb to drop.
What did you say to that?
I asked for the check.
Okay. He was so drunk at that point, he might not have even noticed, really.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I mean, the crying is one thing, but then also going the extra mile to be like, and this is how I got over it. And hello, new man.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I had to get out of there after that.
Oh, my God.
You know who probably wishes they could get out of here right now?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Eric, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Eric?
Hey, Anna, how you doing? Listen, I was joking.
Uh-huh.
I really, as you were sobbing into your drink, I really don't think you were joking.
All right, look,
I don't remember telling you this. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I wasn't joking, but it needs to be destigmatized, and I think that's really the what we learn from this.
No, Eric, that's not the route
Is
you're
that
going
what
to
we're
take on
learning?
this one. No, sex work, it's not a moral issue right now.
It's a culture thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not a first date thing to admit. I don't think I did anything wrong.
Eric, you told me in the first couple hours that you had recently slept with a prostitute.
I thought we were connecting. I just felt comfortable with you.
But there are some things that you don't share with strangers, connection or not.
Yeah.
We just met.
I was drunk. People say things when they're drunk. It doesn't mean that that's the way they are all the time.
You're not buying prostitutes left and right, okay? It's just a one-off.
It's not like you made a bad joke. You told her about a real life situation where you hired a prostitute.
Just that one time.
But here's the thing, Eric. Right now, you don't sound still even real regretful or embarrassed by the fact.
I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry that I overshared. I'm not sorry about my private life choices. I'm sorry I made that your business.
Eric.
But you know what? Now you know me. Now you know who I am. You know all my secrets.
And now you know if you go out with him and break up with him, he'll be all right.
Well, no, I want you to come. I just want you to know, Anna, that I like you. I like you a lot, but I also want you to accept me for who I am.
Hey,
Wait,
that's some
wait.
brutal honesty,
Come on,
Anna.
but buying a hooker is part of who you are? Is that what you're saying right now?
It's a choice I made once.
So yeah, it's part of you. Officially forever, you are a man who has enjoyed the company of a prostitute. And that's okay if you're not ashamed of it.
Isn't a lot of sex transactional? Why is this the line, Anna? I mean, come on.
Eric, all right. You're a very nice guy. I had a great time with you. But you're obviously not over your ex. You're trying to get over her by paying for sex. I don't know if I want to be a part of that.
You don't have to be a part of it. Like that was the past.
You just said that all sex was transactional to a point.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it? I mean,
So if we continue to go out and I do eventually sleep with you, will you just consider me a transaction?
Oh.
Not you.
Oh,
right. You just backed yourself into a corner, Eric. Hey, Anna, would you like to go out with Eric one more time? We will pay for a second date.
Eric, I think you need to take some time to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll run into each other at karaoke again sometime down the line.
Oh.
How about I just give you a week and then you can call me? Give me like a week.
Just a week.
You need more than a week.
I think you need a little more than a week.
Yeah.
Couple weeks. Come on, Anna.
No, I said no. And if that upsets you, I know something you could do to make yourself feel better.
Don't encourage it,
There you go,
Anna.
Eric.
That's not fair. Don't use that against me.
Hiring a prostitute is one of Eric's best qualities. And don't turn his good qualities against him.
Fine. All right. Are we done here?
Eric, I don't know. Is time up? How long did we have?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, is this Rob?
Yeah, this is Rob. Who's this?
This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm not interested if you're trying to sell me something or...
No, I promise you I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm calling from a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. And you went out with a woman named Hillary recently.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What a positive response, Rob.
So Hillary emailed us and told us about your date. And we said that we would try to figure out what happened. Do you have a minute to talk about that?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said you've texted a little bit and you've talked a little bit on the phone. Are you blowing her off?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Now
I
that
don't
you
know how
bring
to
it
say
up.
this, but yes, I am. It sounds like, from her description, you guys had a lovely time and a great connection.
We did. I mean, Hillary's, she's a really cool lady, and I liked spending time with her that day. I just don't really see a future with us, though.
Can you tell us why? She really wants to know.
I mean, I don't want to hurt her feelings. This isn't probably the best place to, get into that.
Yeah, but it's the place she chose to do it. Before anybody does a second date update, we always tell them they might hear something they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
And she sounds like a really strong, confident woman. I mean, even if you do hurt her feelings, I don't think you're going to destroy her or anything.
Yeah, she is. You're right. Okay, every time we've been in contact, it hasn't been so good, like every time.
What does that mean?
So when we met on our date, she brought a box of Girl Scout cookies because she has a daughter who is selling them. And so I'm like, yeah, okay. And I bought a box.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But, like, every time we talk, like in the phone call and all the text, like, she brings up the cookies every time. Do you want another box of cookies, you know? Would you like more cookies? You know, it's like, enough of the cookies, you know?
She's just trying to sell you Girl Scout cookies nonstop.
What? Every time we've talked.
So wait, you already bought a box and then she wants you to buy more?
Yeah, I mean, I've never dated anyone with a kid before, but I tell you what, if they're in the Girl Scouts. I mean, I love kids. That's not a big problem. But if they're in the Girl Scouts, I'm not interested.
Okay, wait. Rob, maybe she's just using it to, I don't know, have something in common with you because you obviously enjoyed the Girl Scout cookies, like a way to like jumpstart conversation.
Listen, we've talked on the phone once and we've texted numerous times, and every single time she's bringing up these damn thick mints or whatever they are. I don't even know what they are.
Thin mints. But I wish they had thick mints too. Yeah, they should.
So she's just like a crazy Girl Scout mom.
Oh, well, hey, you called her that. I would never call her that, okay? You said that, not me. I'm just saying I don't want any more cookies.
Okay. Well, Rob, we can give her that information because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? No, that's not true, is it?
Yes, it is true.
Hey, Rob. It's Hillary.
Hey, Hillary.
Well, I didn't know the Girl Scout cookies were such a prominent part of our conversations. I'm sorry for that. But who doesn't love Girl Scout cookies? So that's a little weird.
Always selling.
I do like any kind of cookies, but I don't want boxes and boxes and boxes of them. I mean,
wait. First, hold on a second. It's only seasonal that these things are ever sold. So it's not like this is something that you would be buying over and over and over and over again. So most people like to buy a lot of boxes and put them in the freezer because they love them so much. They like want to like hoard them throughout the year. We have people that are asking us like over and over again, do you have more Girl Scout cookies? And so I kept giving you the opportunity if you wanted to buy more. We had more before we sold out.
Oh, I was very aware that you had cookies. I mean, you know, Hillary, even one of your texts, you were like, my daughter's going for the record in sales. It'd be great if you bought a whole bunch.
Oh.
I'm like,
you know, well, I mean, as Girl Scouts, it's a really great thing because it promotes leadership, it promotes community and self-worth. So that's something that I want to support that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's prizes if you're the top seller in your troop. And I just didn't know that you hated the Girl Scouts.
I don't hate the Girl Scouts. You said that. I never said that.
But you bought one box. I mean, who buys one box of Girl Scout cookies?
Somebody who only wants one box?
Rob, that's ridiculous logic. I think you have to buy 10 at least every time.
At least.
Oh, so you agree with that, Hillary? Okay.
Hillary's got me wanting to buy cookies right now. You are a good saleswoman, Hillary.
I literally have like 3 more boxes left. So if you want them, like let me know and I can get them.
Well, let's do that later. Let's focus on
fast.
trying to get another date with Rob, Hillary.
Remember the goal.
Rob, I feel like you haven't given the cookies a fair shot.
Think of the cookies.
Hillary, are you still interested in going out with Rob again?
You know, I'm torn because I feel like if it really was the cookies, why didn't he say something about that ahead of time? Because literally now I feel like an idiot that I've been going on and on and on about these cookies.
But you guys realize if you would have met outside of Girl Scout cookie season, none of this would have been an issue and you would be on a second date already. Maybe a third or a fourth by this time.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, until, you know, Girl Scout season comes around again, and then I'm hanging out with a car salesman trying to make quota.
Wait, but then we would have been together for a whole year, and you would have fallen in love with me and fallen in love with the Girl Scouts and understood what this is all about.
You would have been peddling cookies too, is what she's saying.
Exactly.
You wait 1 year, and you're going to be hawking those things like nobody's business.
I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm missing something. I have no idea.
Okay, well, Rob, do you want to try to find out? Would you like to go on a second date with Hillary? We'll pay for it.
Jeez. You know, Hillary, we got along really great in our date. And how about when Girl Scout cookie season ends, we'll get together?
Hey, that's a compromise.
Rob, if you can't take me during Girl Scout cookie selling season, I don't think we are a fit.
You can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best.
I'm kind of with you on that one, Hillary.
Exactly.
Wait a second here. So you called a radio station to call me to see if we'll go out again, and I agreed, even with the damn Girl Scout cookies, and you said no?
Because Girl Scouts for life. Like, you can't just cut that off during a season. And the fact that it was this big of a deal to you, like, I can't move forward with that.
Oh.
What am I supposed to tell my daughter about you? That you don't support her hopes and dreams?
Wow.
I bought a box of cookies. So I did.
One box, Rob. One box. Nobody does that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what just happened, but yeah, we won't go out. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Hillary, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, but at least you know why now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, whatever. But from what we were talking about earlier, I do still have those 3 boxes if anybody
Just email us. We'll see if we can get those 3 boxes.
I'm
sold
in
for
if
you.
they're Samoas.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.